evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a special Saturday night football. Alan Slaughterzinski, Caleb Brown with you live from the campus of Richard Dick Blake Stadium on the grounds of Cocoa High School, home of the four-time state champion Cocoa Tigers football team, where tonight we've got minor league semi-pro football action for you. The FFA, the Florida Football Alliance, and tonight it is the 2-3 Dunedin Pirates taking on the 1-3 Space Coast Tar Heels, as the captains are at midfield for the coin toss. Still looking for, I believe, a couple of members from the chain gang, but we'll tell you a little bit about the Space Coast Tar Heels as they come in tonight at 1-3. Now, they did get their first win of the season last week. It was a 39-0 win, a win the Tar Heels desperately had to have. That makes tonight's game worth a little something, because sitting above the Tar Heels in the Florida Conference in the Central Division are the aforementioned Dunedin Pirates. They are coming in at 2-2. Last week, it was a 39-0 win over the Port Orange Stallions. Now, if you're looking for a common opponent to kind of judge who the Tar Heels are playing tonight, that common opponent would be the West Coast Soldiers. A couple of weeks ago, a 24-0 drubbing at the hands of the Soldiers to the Tar Heels. But in week one, back on February 1, Dunedin lost 35-31, a 4-point game. So who knows what we'll have here tonight. But what I do know is that we have some fantastic brand new sponsors along with us. And I'd like to start off by welcoming back Broomhilde of Brevard, where their mission of Broomhilde is to be the premier cleaning company statewide while maintaining an uncompromising quality of customer service. Broomhilde is your local option. All of their cleaning staff have been background checked, drug screened, and are insured with workers' compensation. Their company is also licensed and bonded with a great reputation built on trust. Broomhilde of Florida is A+ accredited with the Central Florida Better Business Bureau. Give them a call today at 321-539-0779. I'd also like to welcome in 9 Rounds. 9 Rounds, I'm telling you right now, located at 4100 North Wickham Road, Suite 113 in Melbourne, Florida. Get on over there and check out 9 Rounds, where they have just 45 minutes ago put up on 321 Sportscast that they will be supporting our brand new Brevard Athletic Scholarship Fund, as they will donate 10% of every new membership in the month of March towards our $25,000 goal of handing out 10 $2,500 scholarships. And I'm telling you, no better place anywhere to train than 9 Rounds, located in Melbourne on North Wickham Road, 4100 North Wickham Road, 321-441-3033. Get over there and see Shaka, Chris Troyan, Rhino, Spencer Reed. How about Lauren, Lulu, Spike Cummins, and, of course, the captain, Brent and Patricia Shipman. Patricia, the Amazon Shipman, her nickname. Get over there. Check them out. Experience a full 9-round workout for free with no obligations. A trainer will be on the floor to guide you through each of the stations and show you all the moves. 321-441-3033, and tell them 321 Sportscast sent you. No, that is not an explosion of some sort on the field. This is pregame smoke that will linger now for the first half of the entire football game. So we will let Roger Lewis know, probably not a good idea for the broadcast in the future. They want all the smoke out there. That's right. I'd like to welcome in our friends from Dunedin tonight, watching here on 321 Sportscast. Matt Parsons, the quarterback for the Space Coast Tar Heels. He is the leading passer in the FFA so far this season. He's got 985 yards already on the year. He's got 5 touchdowns, 7 picks, but 3 of those picks have come really in garbage time. For the Dunedin Pirates tonight, it's going to be number 3, I'm told, Eric Vitale. He is a 6 foot, 210 quarterback out of Port Richey, Florida, attended the University of South Florida. Caleb will get the scoreboard up eventually, and we're off and ready to go here with tonight's kickoff here on 321 Sportscast. A little pooch kick that's going to be picked up at about, or won't be picked up yet. Now, it's still not picked up yet. Referee winds his arm, picked up by number 8, it looks like. And if that is the case, That ball's on the ground. Is that a fumble? We'll see. No, it is not. Not sure who it was on the return there, but Dunedin will take over 1st and 10 on their own 17-yard line. Little trouble with the kickoff there for Dunedin. Again, first quarter tonight brought to you by Broomhilde of Brevard. And it is indeed number 3, Eric Vital coming out at quarterback, University of South Florida product. So far this season, the Space Coast Tar Heels have allowed 97 points. They're giving up 24 per game. The Pirates, so far this season, have scored 45 points. They're averaging 22 and a half. Then the give is pitch to the left side there. And that's a nice 5-yard gain there. We'll get a number here in just a second. I want to say that's number 20 on the carry. That's Jeremy Goodlow, 5'7", 164-pound running back out of Dunedin High School from Oldsmar, Florida. That's going to bring up, check it, that's a 7-yard gain. That's going to bring up 2nd and 3 now for Vital and the Pirates. The head football coach for Dunedin is Nate Barlow. Andy Villamarzo, the owner. You can check out all of their information online at DunedinPirates.com. 2nd and 3 now. Vital under center. He gives to the wide receiver. It's a wide receiver pass, an option pass there. And the pass was thrown by number 4, Tim Dallaire, who's also listed as a quarterback out of Tampa, Florida. Went to Dakota College. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 3. Don't quite understand. I guess if you're going to take a shot, there's the chance to do it, because now you feel like maybe because you picked up 7 yards on 1st down, you can pick this up here. We'll see. Only 3rd down will tell. 3rd and 3 now for Dunedin. 13:54 just underway here at Richard Dick Blake Stadium on the campus of Cocoa. A near capacity crowd on the home side tonight. That's going to be offsides by the Space Coast Tar Heels, and we've seen this before. Jumping off sides is Sylvester Easton. Now, that's the bad of Sylvester Easton. The good is Sylvester is one of the leading tacklers on this team, and he also is tied with 4.5 sacks on the year. So just a little anxious to get in the backfield there was Sylvester Easton for the Space Coast Tar Heels. Easton with 4.5 sacks and 19 tackles for defensive coordinator David Dye. The Space Coast Tar Heels are led by Mark Lucas, their offensive coordinator Steve Rodriguez, and, of course, David Dye calling the defensive signals for the Carolina Blue and Black tonight. Space Coast in all black with Carolina blue numbers. Dunedin in white with the green helmets. 1st and 10, I should say. Back Vital goes back to pass. He throws across the middle. Nearly picked off. I tell you what, only Tar Heels got into the way of each other there, as nearly James Moore out of Independence Community College nearly had the interception for Space Coast, but he ran into his own player there and unfortunately could not hang on. James Moore will be at least credited with a pass breakup. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for Dunedin. 13:25 to play. Clock stopped on the incomplete pass. I'd like to welcome in Ebo Smith watching here tonight on 321 Sportscast. He says, let's go Space Coast. Vital now from the shotgun, and that could be another offsides one more time. This time it appeared to be the entire right side of the Space Coast defense, and it is, and that'll now bring up 2nd and 5. So 2nd and 5 for the Tar Heels. No score here. We'll get the scoreboard up for you in just a second. The 9-round scoreboard. 2nd and 5 now. Man in motion. And that's an easy 10-yard gain there. And I believe he handed to the man in motion. No, he did not. He handed to number 20, Jeremy Goodlow, out of Dunedin High School, and that is more than enough. That would have been enough without the 5 yards offside. So that's going to bring up 1st and 10 now. Ball on the Tar Heel 49-yard line. Again, the Tar Heels giving up 24 points a game. Dunedin is 2-2 this year. Dunedin with a bunch formation of trips, receivers to the right now, one man in motion. Vitale under center. He gives to one of those wide receivers coming back across, and he was lucky to pick up a yard on the give. Tackle made by Dwayne Jackson. And we got flags. We've got a ton of flags over there on the Dunedin sideline. Caleb Brown tells me, Caleb, my cameraman, tells me as I was down on the field, I didn't see this, but that there was a little bit of trouble before the game. Now, you would say between the two teams, and that answer would be no. A little bit of discord with some of the players. I guess they didn't like one of the play calls or something for Dunedin. They appear to have gotten it worked out because they are operating as one cohesive offensive unit here to start. And this is going to be, we'll see what the laundry is here as walking away, waving his arms back and forth is number 9 for the Space Coast Tar Heels. That's Dwayne Jackson out of Rockledge, Florida. He went to Mesabi Range up in Minnesota. We'll see what the white hat calls here. Looks like the stick is backing up. It's going to be a personal foul against Space Coast, personal foul against Dunedin. They'll offset. We'll redo second down. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 now. Wash out the end around there by Daquan Bryant out of Northeast High School from St. Petersburg, Florida. Ref winds his hands. 12:23 to go here. First quarter, no score between the Pirates and the Tar Heels. Pirates all in white, moving left to right on your handheld device. Eric Vitale now from the shotgun. He's got a man to his right. 3 wide receivers. That's a false start, and that'll back him up 5 yards. Rico Holmes out of Pinellas Park with the early go here, and the referee winds his hands for the false start, and back we go. That'll bring up 2nd and 15 for the Pirates. Once again, we'd like to thank Broomhilde. Going to tell you a little bit about the Brevard Athletic Scholarship Fund coming out here in just a little bit. Oh, high snap. Vitale, quick hands. He rolls to his right, looking, throws. He just gets rid of it out of bounds. They play NFL rules, so you can indeed get rid of the ball once you're outside of the tackle box. Quarters are 15 minutes apiece. So when I say NFL rules, I literally mean NFL rules. That includes the extra points as well. It's a 31-yarder for most place kickers here in the FFA to drill a extra point. So I'd like to welcome in Sean Langen. Have the Tar Heels had an offensive possession yet? Just joined the stream. No, this is the opening possession of the game. 11:53 to go, Sean, and it is 3rd and 15. A couple of big runs so far for Dunedin, and that's where we are, and offsetting personal foul penalties against both teams. And Vitale from the shotgun, the man to the right is Daquan Bryant. Vitale looks, under pressure, throws. That's behind his wide receiver, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down for Dunedin, and that should bring out the punt team. So 11:45 to go, and no score here on 321 Sportscast. Alan Slaughter-Zinski, Caleb Brown with you tonight. 321 Sportscast, your exclusive home for the Space Coast Tar Heels in the FFA. So back deep for Space Coast. As soon as he turns his back, I can tell you. Number 26, thank you, Caleb. That's Dietrich Witherspoon out of Heritage High School, 5'11", 170-pounder. Here's the punt, nearly blocked. He gets it off. Witherspoon lets it bounce. He's going to try. He probably should just get away from it. Witherspoon indeed does. It'll be touched by Dunedin, and Space Coast will take over 1st and 10, the ball at the 19-yard line. Let's step away here for a quick commercial from 9 Rounds. We'll be back here for Matt Parsons and the Tar Heel offense. All right, we'll get back to 9 rounds coming up in just a minute. The Tar Heels are quickly out of the huddle. Zoom in a little bit more, buddy. Matt Parsons, the leading passer in the FFA from the shotgun. Parsons will actually keep it himself here, and he'll be dragged down for a gain of maybe 1 here. It was like a little option there. Parsons experiencing knee issues last season. In fact, we're too much up here. Way too much up top. Okay, thank you. Experiencing knee issues last season. Really kind of cut his season short. Went off to the one of the arena leagues for a while, or nearly went off to one of the arena leagues for a while, I should say. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 1 now. I formation. Basic I set in the backfield. You don't see that very often anymore. Parsons under center, turns, gives to the deep back. That Dunedin defense crashes the party, and immediately in on the stop for Dunedin is number 1. That's Arcells Miller Jr., the linebacker, the 5'10", 197-pound linebacker out of Tampa, Florida. Attended Blake High School and now does his football playing for Coach Nate Barlow and the Dunedin Pirates. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 9. 10:24 to go here. First quarter, no score. Parsons now from the shotgun. He's got a back to his left and right, and a wide receiver split equally to each side. Whistle blows. 10 minutes to go, first quarter. And Parsons drops back to throw. Little out route. Timing was just off on that, as the intended receiver, I believe, was number 3. And number 3 is Jordan Mullins. Mullins, a running back out of Merritt Island High School. And that's going to bring up 4th and 9. So Space Coast will go 3 and out. Not a good way to start. But I think the one thing when you look at a Matt Parsons and Steve Rodriguez offense, the thing that we've really noticed, Caleb, about this team over the last 2 years is they're slow starters. Now, they'll pick it up and get going in the second half, but we've not seen a lot out of this team in about the first 19 to 20 minutes of play. So 4th down, the Pirates standing at the 45, and that ball gets away into the end zone, and that's going to be a Dunedin touchdown. Covered up by Austin Baker, and it is 6-0 Dunedin. I looked down. Caleb, would a snap get away from him?
Yep, the snap went up over his head.
And that's the other issue so far this year for the Tar Heels, allowing teams to score special teams points. In our last broadcast here, the opposing team had 21 points scored on special teams. And here tonight, we start off, and we've got 6 on the board already, as Dunedin will kick the extra point here. The holder is number 4. That's Tim Dallaire. He is the backup quarterback. We've got a player running on the field. He's got to get set for some reason. There you go. Now he's ready. Snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it looks good from here, and it is good. Number 15, the place kicker, that's Johnny. Oh, no, is that Johnny Wainscott? I guess it is Johnny Wainscott. Johnny Wainscott appears to be the kicker. No, I'm sorry. Wainscott plays for us. That's Anthony. That can't be the place kicker. Tyler Slocum. My apologies. Tyler Slocum out of Northeast High School drills the extra point, and Dunedin leads 7-0 with 9:40 to play in the first quarter. I'd like to welcome in Anthony Lazzaroni. He says, hell yeah, not go Heels. And we are set for the kickoff in that familiar 3-man deep formation. 3 speedsters back deep for Space Coast, as Dunedin has taken advantage of a bad snap, and they lead it 7-0. The other thing we know about this Space Coast Tar Heels team is I don't care how far you put them down, they're going to fight. And they do. And I'm not just saying that for broadcast speak. We've seen them down 14, 20 points and come all the way back and win football games. So Slocum drills this one, and it'll be taken at the 15, out to the 20, 25, 30, and 35, 40, all the way up to about the 43-yard line. With a nice return there is Dedrick Witherspoon, and that's where Matt Parsons and the Space Coast Tar Heels offense will come out for their second possession of the game. 3 and out on their first possession. We'll see what they do here. Once again, I'm going to take a minute here in a couple of minutes to tell you about 321 Sportscast new Brevard Scholarship Athletic Fund. Caleb, if you would put up there the other bottom banner, the donate. First and 10 for Space Coast, ball on about their own 43. I believe that's Cam Stroud looking to get outside. Stroud cannot turn the corner. That is indeed Stroud gets outside and maybe lucky, as Caleb says, if he picked up a yard. Chased out of bounds by Arcellus Miller Jr. out of Blake High School. There you see it there on your screen. The Brevard Scholarship Athletic Fund 321 Sportscast has created, and the brain trust of Tracy Ray-Oom. Well, what we are going to do, and Tracy's going to tell you a lot more about this coming up at halftime. Did a nice video today on 321 Sportscast. We're going to replay that video for you. And so we'll have that. But on 321sportscast.com, the website, there's a donate button in the upper right-hand corner. You can donate as little as $5 through PayPal. And again, Tracy will tell you all about it coming up at half. Parsons under pressure, looking, and he's just going to throw that one out of bounds. He does get out of the pocket, being chased on the play by Javon Johnson out of Robinson High School, 6'1", 180-pound linebacker. I'd like to welcome in Terry Cisco, who comes in and says, "Let's go Pirates." And Cisco's Pirates are up 7-0 with 8:37 to go here in the first quarter of action, as they say up in the Northeast, the first quarter. So this is going to be 3rd and 10 now, and the Tar Heels staring directly down the throat of their second consecutive 3 and out. Parsons in the backfield. If Parsons looks tall on camera, that's because he is. He is 6'6". Parsons takes the snap. He's got a receiver, Stroud, across the middle. Stroud had the first down, swung around. We'll see where this mark is. He's going to be about a foot short. I don't know. I think, yeah. Well, the far side official made the mark. Immediately back under center comes Stroud. I thought he was a little bit short. Parsons, I just do a little quick hitch here. Parsons going to audible at the line of scrimmage, and he has that. And that's an offsides, and that's a great play by Matt Parsons. We saw Vital do it twice to Space Coast, and that time El Ray Mixon, the defensive end out of Stewart Middle School or Douglas County High School out of Douglasville, Georgia, jumps, and that'll give the Tar Heels their first down of the game. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tar Heels. Ball now just a hair over the 50-yard line on the Dunedin Pirates, 49. Parsons from the shotgun, looking. Got a receiver across the middle. It's Cam Stroud. Not sure why Stroud stopped, but that was a perfect pass. Led Stroud perfectly, and the ball falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. Looked like he maybe felt like somebody was coming across the middle. Jessica Robinson, thanks for the shout. You're very welcome. Jessica Robinson comes on and says, "Go Pirates." And Jessica, I'll tell you the same thing for Terry. Your Pirates are up 7-0. The 9-round scoreboards in the upper right-hand corner. My man Caleb Brown in charge of the camera here tonight. 2nd and 10 now for the Tar Heels. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Parsons Nice handoff. Fooled me. Room to run down the right sidelines. And that's a good play. No flags. Jalen Ben, the 5'6", 180-pound running back out of Liberty High. Great call by Steve Rodriguez. And that is more than enough for a Space Coast Tar Heel first down. They are about 3 yards out of the Broomhilde red zone. So that's going to be 1st and 10, ball on the 23-yard line. Right back to the line of scrimmage goes Space Coast. This time to fake the bend, pass to Stroud. Little bubble shot over to the left. Stroud cuts it back. He'll pick up 3, maybe 4. 6:53 to play here, first quarter, 7-0. Space Coast on top. I'd like to welcome in Gina Liberto, watching here tonight on 321 Sportscast. I'd like to thank Gina Liberto. She is with Play Melbourne Parks and Recreation. And I'll tell you what a phenomenal job her and Tracy Rayum did this week in putting together a package in which we have become partners. You can see all about that on 321 Sportscast. And please visit the Facebook page of Play Melbourne. Gina does a terrific job with that. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 9 now for the Tar Heels. I'd like to also welcome in Mike Moffitt, watching here on 321 Sportscast tonight. One of my favorite guys in all of the land. There's the snap. Oh, this time, I'm not sure what happened there, but not only am I going to give Parsons the credit for the handoff, but I'm also going to give him credit for the tackle. Yeah, that's a good point. A zone read, and maybe kind of fought to, I guess he was trying to pull that ball back, and it just didn't. Not only did he pull the ball back, but he pulled Ben back, and they're going to lose 2 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 12. This is 4-down territory unless they fix the kicking game. So this is 3rd and 12 now for the 6'6" quarterback. Looks to throw under pressure. Little dump off will fall short. He was under immense pressure there by number 22 from Dunedin. That's Javon Johnson. Somebody better get Javon Johnson figured out because he is living in the Tar Heels backfield tonight. 4th and 12 now, and right back to the line of scrimmage they will go.
He was playing that Will linebacker, came shot straight up the middle.
Yes, he did. He sure did. So the incomplete pass will stop the clock. 5:21 to go here. Oh, they're going to actually try a field goal here. Now, this is a left-footed kicker. Your holder is going to be Cam Stroud. The kicker is, I want to say Joshua snap the hold. The kick is up. He's got a good one, but it is good. It's good. I don't know how he did it. He drilled that. No, wait a minute. That's a wrong statement. He snuck that over the bar. But nonetheless, it's a field goal, and we haven't seen a lot of those from the Space Coast Tar Heels. I want to say that's Eddie Rodriguez, the kicker. What a kick by Rodriguez. Eddie Gonzalez. Right here out of Cocoa High School is Gonzalez drills a 41-yard field goal, Caleb, and it's 7-3. I don't think I've ever gotten that excited over a field goal before. I apologize if I screamed in your ear there, but look, I don't think it's any secret the Tar Heels have had issues with their kicking game. And I was shocked as anybody to see Gonzalez come onto the field, but he drills it 41 yards with 5:21 to go here in the first quarter. Space Coast trails 7-3 to Dunedin. As Gonzalez will get set to kick off. And the ball is bounced. Picked up by number 14 and nearly out to the 45-yard line for Dunedin. According to the roster, is Trevor Allen at a Countryside High School at Play Melbourne 321. There's the information from Gina about that. Again, I encourage everybody to check it out. They got, I'll tell you a quick story. So I was with Gina last Saturday, and she was kind of going around taking some pictures, and She stopped down at over at the Wickham facility, and for the first time in my life, I saw people playing pickleball. Now, right, that's the look I had when I was told about pickleball for the first time. But I'm here to tell you, I'm going to get into playing some pickleball. Draw, sort of, kind of straight up handoff up the middle. Like I just turned 50. I got to find a sport that, takes it easy on my knees a little bit. Pickleball is a very competitive sport. I'm not saying it's not hard, but what I'm saying is I think it's a sport I can be competitive at my age. And we've got a player that's down. So while we have a player that's down on the field, Caleb, let's now show the entire 9-round commercial, and we'll be back after these words from 9-round and myself and Tracy Rayum. Alan Slaughter-Zinski and Tracy Rayum. Are you interested in 321 Sportscast? Do you like what we're doing?
I sure do.
Well, Tracy, tell them how they can become involved.
Email us at 321sportscast@gmail.com. We're looking to partner up with local businesses, small, big, medium, it doesn't even matter. We got a package for you and a price that's right to get you involved with helping build this platform that we call the greatest sports community in the country of Brevard County. We refer to them as the 321.
No doubt about it. So, for Tracy Rayum, I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski. Now back to the game. It's kind of weird seeing myself kick it back to myself. That's, once again, if you are interested in advertising your business here, matter of fact, the last Space Coast Tar Heels broadcast had netted 6,000 viewers. And if you'd be interested, maybe you're just interested in just a quarter, reach out, email us, 321sportscast@gmail.com, and we'd be happy to help. Mike Moffitt says, well, first I'd like to welcome in Freddie Linau. He says, go Tar Heels, and Mike Moffitt says you sell the balls and paddles at your Vero store. That Vero store is, of course, Scott Sporting Goods. And, Mike, do you play? If you play, maybe you and I can go play a couple matches of pickleball. I can't even believe I'm saying this. 4:35 to go first quarter. The injured player is off on his own. And now, I'm not sure why the clock is still running, but somebody better do something here. 4:20 to go. The clock's running, so I'm pretty sure this might be a delay of game penalty. Clock's running. Well, nope, they broke it. No, it's good. No, that's right. Yep. So they better hurry up. They don't have but a second or two here. Vitale under scrimmage. That's offsides. Back now. That's offsides. And that could be a personal foul penalty, but luckily the flag wasn't thrown there. He didn't throw down Vitale in a hard way. So, yeah, they called the delay a game. Who's shocked by that? So 3:54 to play now. That will actually stop the clock until the referee winds it. 7-3. Dunedin on top here. Alan Slaughter-Zinski, Caleb Brown with you from Richard Dick Blake Stadium on the campus of Cocoa High School, home of the four-time state champion Cocoa Tigers, who now play in Class 4A under head coach Ryan Schneider. So it's 2nd and 15 now for Vitale, and then Dunedin. There's the pitch to the right. And this time, cutting it down with a good tackle, at least keeping him from turning the corner. That's a big hit there by number 29 for Space Coast. That's Troy Hurd, the defensive back out of North Dakota University, and he delivered that hit on Jeremy Goodlow out of Dunedin High School. Good play by both. That right there is what you call a good, tough football play. 3:08 to go now. Clock running here in the first quarter. 7-3, Dunedin on top. 2-2, the Pirates are. 1-3, Space Coast is. I got you, Mike. So it's 3rd and about 17 now as they're going to lose 2. There's a blitz. There's a throw wide open, but he overthrows his wide receiver. I'm going to tell you what. That was an overthrow. It's not the receiver's part. Quarterback, though, had to hurry the throw because he was under some big-time pressure from Rashawn Myers out of Cocoa High School. And closing quickly was number 41, James Moore out of Independence Community College for Space Coast. I tell you, that was one of those plays, Caleb, where had he had another second or split second to deliver that ball, that could have been 6 for Dunedin. But instead, these are the turning points you talk about in games. Let's see if Space Coast can capitalize as they will force a 4th and 15 now for Dunedin and back deep. For Space Coast, I believe, is Dedrick Witherspoon. I'll double-check that. That's a chance. Blocked. Punt is blocked. And it's picked up. That is Frank Hawkins with it. Frank Hawkins, the linebacker out of FAU. So that's going to be Tar Heels ball, 1st and 10. See where they spot the ball. I want to say coming in up the middle could have been Eric Clark. What a play. Finally, the Space Coast Tar Heels deliver a special teams blow, and that'll set them up inside of the Broomhilde red zone with 2:30 to go here in the first quarter. They trail it 7-3. He's going to have 4 wide receivers now, 1 back in the backfield with Parsons. Parsons from the shotgun. He asked for the ball. He'll get it. 3-step drop. Throws. Open. Off the hands of the receiver. That's number 14. The intended receiver is Joshua Rodriguez. Just a little bit more, and that was 7. That's a good read by Parsons. Rodriguez, 134 yards receiving on the season. He has 1 touchdown already. Probably should have been number 2 there. Speaking of 2, deuces are wild. 2:22 to play here in the first quarter between the Space Coast Tar Heels and the Dunedin Pirates. 2nd and 10 now. Ball just inside the 20-yard line. Parsons, 2 steps, throws, got a man across the middle, caught. Jimmy Kelly into the end zone for a Space Coast Tar Heel touchdown. Jimmy Kelly. Jimmy Kelly, 259 receiving yards. His first reception of the season in the end zone. Good pitch and catch from Parsons to Kelly, and it's 9-7 pending the extra point. Touchdown, Jimmy Kelly. So the Tar Heels turn a special teams miscue into 6. We'll see if they can make it 7 here. The snap, low. I mean, it is just, that's good. That's right down the middle. Actually got tipped at the line of scrimmage, but nonetheless, it goes through the uprights. And I'm going to tell you what, tonight's a good night for Gonzalez, the kicker. I may stop home and buy a lottery ticket if I'm him. With 2:12 to play here in the first quarter, the Tar Heels, 2 plays, 21 yards. Parsons to Kelly, and it's 10-7. Space Coast takes the lead over Dunedin as Caleb gets the scoreboard up to date for you here. Saturday Night Football live on 321 Sportscast. And Caleb, pull that 9 rounds, this one right back up here again. Talk a little bit about the Brevard Scholarship Athletic Fund for a moment, if I can. Here at 321 Sportscast, we really believe that our platform and our resources are more meaningful than just doing what we're doing here and delivering broadcast and covering sports. We want to be a company that recognizes the importance of being able to give back and make a difference to the lives of the student athletes we cover. So a way that we're doing that is that we have set up the Brevard Scholarship Athletic Fund, and you can help. Next February is the kickoff. We're going to give away 10 $2,500 scholarships to deserving student athletes. The good tackle from behind won't be a horse collar, but good tackle by Vontavis Myers out of Cocoa, Florida. You can go to 321 Sportscast. Put that up. I want that bottom banner up. 321sportscast.com and go to scholarships. And at the top of our page is a PayPal button. You can donate as little as $5 to help us reach our goal of $25,000 next February. And, you know, I'll tell you, thank you to the Shipmans and 9 Round as they are going to donate 10% of all of their new memberships in the month of March to the Brevard Scholarship Athletic Fund. So thank you, 9 Round. Thank you to the captain and the Amazon, the Shipmans. Appreciate that contribution. That is simply amazing. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Dunedin. They'll take Dunedin. I knew I would do it. I knew I would do it, and I did it. Vitel's got a receiver wide open. Nice. Oh, he dropped the ball. Good. I was going to say a good sliding catch. Great pass by Vitel, but Daquan Bryant sliding across the turf cannot hang on to the ball, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10 with 1:54 to play here in the first quarter. Long first quarter. 17 points scored in the quarter. The Tar Heels have scored on each of their last 2 possessions to take the lead 10-7. A 41-yard field goal by Gonzalez on their second possession. And following the turnover, the punt miscue. Little counter play there given to the wide receiver, it looks like, number 80 for Dunedin, and that is Sebastian Class at Wikilachi.
It almost looks like a shotgun version of like a wing T-esque.
Yeah, they look very similar. You're right, Caleb. Look very similar to the Delaware wing T.
Here we go.
So Vital now in the shotgun. He's got 4 wide receivers. They're split equal to both sides. One back in the backfield, low snap. Vital under pressure. He gets out. He has got the first down. Good play by Vital to save that one. And the University of South Florida product picks up 12, and we are now under a minute to go here in the first quarter. And I imagine we're going to do some pretty neat things coming up throughout the course of the year to build that scholarship fund. And you can look every day at what our total is as we will update the tally and be very transparent about, meeting the goal. And, I think that's important. And coming up at halftime, Tracy Rayum will explain it in full. Vital drops back. That's not Vital. Is that Vital? Yeah, it is. Nope, that's a different quarterback. That's number 4 or 5. I believe it's 4. It's Tim Dallaire, 6 foot, 175-pound quarterback out of Anclote High School, Dakota College. Lives in Tampa, Florida. 10-7. That's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. So your score after 1 quarter of play, the Space Coast Tar Heels have scored on each of their last 2 possessions, a 41-yard field goal by Eddie Gonzalez and a 21-yard touchdown pass from Matt Parsons to Jimmy Kelly. And that's where we are as we get set to start the second quarter of play. 10-7 Space Coast. We'll be back after these words from Urban Air and Buffalo Wild.
man cave is a lie. It's not a masculine refuge, it's a basement in your wife's house. Caves don't have frilly craft store signs. Yell about it. In your man cave, no one can hear you scream. Wake up! Head upstairs and get to B-dubs, where the kegerators are just called taps, the wall color is TVs, and the wings taste like freedom. Also, your friends actually like coming here. Buffalo Wild Wings. Roar!
All right, welcome back to the campus of Cocoa High School, Richard Dick Blake Stadium, as we have flipped sides. Great way to start the second quarter. I like that play call there. They knew the play they were going to, and I don't understand why more teams don't do that. Why do you need a full count following the end of a quarter? So that's going to bring up 3rd and 2 for Tim Dallaire, who is now at quarterback for Dunedin. Dallaire drops back. He throws across the middle to no one. Overthrew his wide receiver, number 18 there, Rico Holmes. But back to that play when we started the second quarter. Get up to the line of scrimmage. Get the ball snapped. You know the defense isn't ready. You know that. And they took advantage there, but that's going to bring up 4th and 4. I thought for sure this might have been 4 down territory. Not sure if Eric Vitale got hurt or if they just run a 2-quarterback system. I generally don't get much of a scouting report on these teams. And while we're showing a lot of love tonight to 9 Round, and I do want to tell you about some of our other sponsors coming up here in just a minute. That time, that punt gets away, takes a bounce at the 20, and goes out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. We'd also like to thank those that have been there with 321 Sportscast since virtually the beginning. And they include great sponsors like Sunset View Windows and Doors, a veteran and family-owned and operated business, and is Brevard's premier window and door company. Give them a call at 321-257-4422. Gentle Dental Associates. Gentle Dental provides quality dental care you can trust with stunning results. Can-Am Roofing, Brevard's most trusted roofing company. Ben and Tammy Gorowicz, just an amazing job. Hurricane season just around the corner. Get your roof looked at with a free estimate today, 321-735-7103. And, of course, Carlson's Custom Tee and Trophy Shop will be awarding the Carlson's Custom Tee and Trophy Shop Player of the Game. Been serving Space Coast athletes since 1973, 321-777-2214. That'll bring up 1st down and 10. Balls at about the 19-yard line. 14-14 to go here in the second quarter. 10-7 Space Coast on top. Parsons back to throw. Across the middle, Jimmy Kelly. Kelly wrapped up and brought down after a gain of about 5. That'll bring up 2nd and 5 now for the Tar Heels. Make it 2nd and 4 as Kelly stretches to get the extra yard. 14:01 to go here in the first half. Make sure you stay tuned to the 321 Sportscast coming up at the half, as we will have our video explaining our Brevard Scholarship Athletic Fund. Tracy Rayum did a really good job with that today, and we want to make sure you have an opportunity to see it. So grab a beverage and have a seat and watch Tracy. Parsons gives the snap, I believe. See who that is. Number 22 is Raquan Johnson out of McGavick High School. Lives here in Rockledge, Florida. 13:20 to play in the first half. 10-7 thanks to an Eddie Gonzalez 41-yard field goal and a 21-yard touchdown from Matt Parsons to Jimmy Kelly. Dunedin got on the board thanks to a bad snap on a punt, and they recovered that ball in the end zone. David Dye's defense has been bend but don't break tonight. That is, and that should be, either offsides or a false start. It comes from the white hat who positions himself in the back corner. It's a false start called, so that'll back up Parsons in the offense 5 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd down and about 8 now. 3rd and 8. The Space Coast Tar Heels are part of the Florida Football Alliance, the FFA. I'd like to welcome anybody from the FFA watching here tonight on 321 Sportscast. Third down and 8 yards to go for Parsons. He's got 3 wide receivers to his right, 1 to his left. He throws cross to Jimmy Kelly with a stretch. Kelly will pick up more than enough for the first down. Great play, an 18-yard reception. And again, Jimmy Kelly and Matt Parsons working it here tonight as Stroud, usually the guy he's hooking up with tonight, it's Jimmy Kelly. And Kelly already with 2 receptions for 42 yards and a touchdown. So with 12:02 to go, the Tar Heels have moved the chains. It'll be 1st and 10, ball on their own 41-yard line. Parsons in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers to his left, 1 to his right, 1 back in the backfield. 4 down linemen on the defense. Parsons with a pitch. He does not. He keeps it. Parsons is going to pick up 4. I love Matt Parsons. I do. That's just an awkward looking play. He does a great job because you know what? You can find yourself scampering down the field because nobody expects the quarterback to keep the ball in that situation, especially when you're 6'6", because you're a big target. And that's, good play by Parsons there to pick up 3. 2nd and 7. Parsons turns, fires. Kelly again. Kelly needs to turn it up. He does. And Kelly will have 11. And that'll be enough for a Space Coast Tar Heel first down. The ball now in Dunedin territory. 1st and 10, Space Coast, ball on the Dunedin 45-yard line. Once again, I'd like to welcome in everyone watching here tonight on 321 Sportscast. I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski. My partner is Caleb Brown. You'll hear him chime in from time to time, usually right about his assessment. Quick pass over to Stroud. Stroud turns the corner. He's got 5, 10. Stroud nearly broke one, but waiting for him over there out of bounds was number 0. That's Willie Jenkins Jr. out of Pahokee High School, but Cam Stroud picks up 14 more. And another Space Coast Tar Heel first down, 10:25 to go, first half, 10-7. Home team on top here at Richard Dick Blake Stadium on the campus of Cocoa High School. And we're going to get a timeout from the Dunedin Pirates with 10:26 to play here. And I believe they want to talk it over. That's 3 straight first downs for Space Coast, and they've done so pretty much on that. I don't know if you want to call it a bubble screen or whatever it's called, but short passes, except Jimmy Kelly had the one across the middle where he went up top and got it. So a good night right now for the FFA's leading passer. Matt Parsons came in here with 985 passing yards, already 111 here tonight, and a touchdown. No picks. He's got 5 on the season. Why don't we do this? Why don't we step away for a quick 30-second break? Here from Buffalo Wild Wings. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Smell that? It's playoff season. You know how you can tell? Because the playoffs are on. East will meet West, sevens will be bested, and banners will be lifted. So get in your car, your boat, or your train and get to B-Dubs. To celebrate this special time of the year, curl up with some wings, warm up by the TV with your closest savages, and order a frosty beer just like Mom used to pour. Merry playoffs, everyone. Buffalo Wild Wings. Roar!
All right, welcome back to Cocoa High School. 1st and 10 now, ball on about the 31, 32-yard line for Parsons. The man in the backfield, number 22, is Raekwon Johnson. Johnson to his left. Johnson picks up the blitz. He throws across the middle. Cam Stroud. Stroud all the way down to the 5-yard line. But I got to tell you what a great blitz pickup by Raekwon Johnson from McGavick High School allowed Matt Parsons that extra split second to throw the ball across the middle and hit Cam Stroud streaking, who gets all the way down to about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal to go inside the Broomhilde red zone. 9:55 to play. First half, 10-7. Space Coast looking to add to their 3-point lead. Parsons right back to the line of scrimmage. He'll call the play from the line. Under 10 to go now. That's a false start, and it'll get called. So that'll back them up 5. Penalties down here inside of the 10-yard line are killers, Caleb. Killers. Boy, I better seal that thing off. Woo.
I know I personally would appreciate if you kept our equipment nice and dry.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, buddy. All right, so that'll put them back to the 11-yard line. It's now 1st and goal to go from the 11, straight I formation. Parsons turns, gives to the aforementioned number 22. Raekwon Johnson, and Dunedin just crashes the party and brings him down. That'll be a loss of a yard or two there, Caleb. And so right now, after 4 consecutive plays of 10 yards or more, Space Coast has gone backwards in their last 2, a 5-yard penalty and now a 2-yard loss, and that's going to bring up 2nd and goal to go, and the ball will be at about the 15-yard line. And, you know, as a quarterback, speaking as a former quarterback, I don't mind a little bit more room. It's not ideal to be backed up this way because you're losing downs to do so, but I definitely like, and that's going to be another whistle for, I believe, a false start. I could be wrong. Offsides, actually, is going to be the call, so they'll pick up the 5 yards they lost, so we get an offsides call. Once again, coming up at halftime, Tracy Rayum tells you about the Brevard Athletic Scholarship Fund. Stick around for that. Ten to 7, 8:30 to go here. And if you'd like to contribute, even as little as $5, you can go to 321sportscast.com, go to the scholarship page, click on the PayPal button, and just simply hit donate. Parsons drops back to throw. He's got a receiver across the middle. That ball, that's incomplete. That ball hit the ground, and the near side official sees that. And I think Dunedin, although they may not agree right now, we'll see it tonight on the broadcast when they go home. Clear as day, the ball skirted the ground. Dangerous pass from Parsons, though. Saw where he was going with it. Good idea. The result, not so good. So that's going to bring up 3rd and goal to go. The ball is now placed back at the 9-yard line. 8:13 to play here. First half, 10 to 7. Tar Heels on top of the Pirates. Capacity crowd on hand here tonight. Two wide receivers equally split left and right. Parsons, 3-4 step drop, throws across the middle. Dropped by Jimmy Kelly. That was a touchdown. Give Jimmy a pass on that one because he caught the one down here for the 21-yard touchdown. But you got to haul those in, and I'm sure the first person to tell you that would be Jimmy Kelly. So that's going to bring up 4th down and goal to go. Eddie Gonzalez has had quite a night. He's 2 for 2 if you count extra points, because that extra point, that was an adventure in and of itself. But he nailed it through. 8:05 to go, and it looks like they're going to line up to try to go for this. Hard count does them no good here. It's just a half the distance penalty. Parsons drops back to throw off the edge, gets it out to the running back. He's not going to make it in, and Dunedin will take over. 1st and 95 yards to go. Jalen Ben cannot get in. A little swing pass there with 7:55 to play in the first half. And the Tar Heels, who just look so good coming down the field there, I don't know. Let's hope they don't regret not at least taking the 3 there. But you are at home. Your defense hasn't allowed very much against Dunedin. They are using a backup quarterback at the moment, I believe.
I personally like that call. You know, you give yourself a chance to score, but if you don't, now the team's going to still drive 95 yards compared to, say, if you miss the field goal. You know.
Well, I hear what you're saying, but I think in all cases, and there's no right or wrong answer, only the final score will dictate that. Tar Heels show blitz as all the corners have come in. This is literally a 9-man front. The handoff is up the middle and nowhere to run and nowhere to hide for the Dunedin Pirates on that one. He'll gain maybe 1. No, I understand what you're saying, because anytime the quarterback has the goalpost, the shadows of the goalpost are on a quarterback's back, that's not a good thing. But I think the thing you want to do when you're 1-3, and it's just my opinion, is you always want to take every opportunity to take points. And I think there was an opportunity for 3. Now, I maybe something's wrong with Gonzalez. Maybe, I don't know. But we'll see. Again, no right or wrong answer, and only the final score will let us know that. Terry Sisko says, way to go, defense, go Pirates. That was a good stand. High snap. We got a Wildcat formation in, and bringing the ball streaked out, goes out of the end zone. That's going to be a touchback. That should be a touchback. Or they're going to mark him out of bounds at the 1. That's not going to be Space Coast ball. They marked him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. There's a flag.
There's a lot of chit-chatter going on.
We'll see who this is on. If this is on Space Coast, that's not a smart penalty. What a great defensive play there by James Moore, the 6', 165-pound defensive back out of mainland Florida, as the referees converge to decide who did what and what the call will be. 6:39 to play here in the first half. 10-7, Space Coast on top, thanks to an Eddie Gonzalez 41-yard field goal and a 21-yard touchdown by Matt Parsons to Jimmy Kelly. The Dunedin Pirates scored thanks to a bad snap on a punt. They recovered the ball in the end zone. Here comes the white hat with the call. Personal foul against Space Coast. Personal foul against Dunedin. That'll offset. We'll replay third down. Or this should actually be second down, not third down. Should be second down. Says 3rd and 14, but it should be second down.
Wait, even if the fouls occurred,
They offset, replay the down. That's the rules. Oh, nice pass. Good looking throw down the sidelines. Did he maintain possession to the ground? The referee says they're getting together. It was a great pitch and catch. Number 81 was hit as he caught the ball. Waiting to see what the officials decide. That's Samuel Gonzalez at Liberty High School with the catch. And they're going to rule incomplete. So it's an incomplete pass. And in all fairness, if you're playing NFL rules, the NFL rule is you have to maintain possession to the ground. He didn't do that. So that'll be, it says 4th down. I'm telling you, the penalty's offset. We should have replayed second down, but nobody's questioning it. So standing on his own end line to punt, and Space Coast will have magnificent field position here if Dunedin can even get this off. There's the snap. There's the punt. Good job by the punter. As Dedrick Witherspoon chases, picks it up at about the 46. Witherspoon going the wrong way. Now that's a block in the back. That's coming back. Doesn't matter what happens. There's another one. And so we've got enough laundry on the field for a box of Tide. As the referees on each side of the stadiums do not like either of the officials at the moment. But the first block in the back was as blatant as the day is long, and that will back them up. So you can only take one of them. We'll see what happens here. Spot foul, too. So I think they're probably going to take that first one because then that's going to back them up to about their own 40. And that's indeed what we're going to see here. So with 5:38 to play here in the first half, the Space Coast Tar Heels will take over 1st and 10. And they should be 10 yards from there. All right, maybe it's there. All right, so it's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 48-yard line. (10-7). Matt Parsons, the quarterback from the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to his left, 1 to his right. There's the snap. Parsons 2-3 steps over to Jimmy Kelly. Kelly with the ball down the sideline, still in bounds, pushed out at about the 44-yard line. Clock winds, 5:30 to go.
And the Tar Heels are wanting a late hit. And
Getting awfully loud out there.
I can't say I disagree.
What, with the late hit?
Yeah.
Look, I'm just going to say this. Kelly was tiptoeing down the sidelines. I mean, remember, it's my job to counterpoint you. So, you know, I already told the audience you're right 99% of the time. So it's second and 4 now for Parsons. We have just gone under 5. Fake the Stroud. Give is to the speedster. He cuts it out. He's got a seam on the left side. He's got a first down and 3 or 4 more yards. What a good-looking run there. I believe I want to say that was Cameron Harris. We got flags?
No flag.
No flags.
It's still getting real.
Cameron Harris out of Astronaut High School with the run there. So that'll be a Space Coast Tar Heel first down. And the one thing I can't really relay through the broadcast is it's getting thick out there. It's getting intense. We got words flying, and it's a lot of fun right now. Look, these guys, they do both. These teams come in, and these guys work all week. This is their release on a Saturday night. God bless them. I mean, there's 1,000 other things these guys could be doing. Thank God they're playing football and doing it right here on 321 Sportscast. Parsons back to throw. He throws. He's got a receiver, but he had to get rid of that early. In with the pressure was number 22, Javon Johnson, who has, as I said, tonight, especially in that first quarter, lived in that Space Coast backfield. They've contained him pretty much in the second quarter, but have only done so because of Parsons has sped up the passes. And I got to tell you, there's been some great blocks in by Raekwon Johnson as well, protecting his quarterback. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 now. 3:54, clock stopped on the incomplete pass. Still in the backfield's Cam Harris. You've got 4 wide receivers. They're split equally left and right, 2 apiece. Parsons, 1-2. He throws. Good play. And tucking down and falling down, catching, tucking, and rolling is number 14, Joshua Rodriguez, another Astronaut product. So with 3:35 to go, it's 3rd and 4 for Space Coast. Remember, stay tuned. Coming up at halftime, Tracy Rayum tells you all about the Brevard Scholarship Athletic Fund and how you can help. Parsons, 2-down territory. There's the pitch. Harris has got it. He cuts it back. He's got a first down. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. Should be enough for a first down. Steve Rodriguez, the offensive coordinator, says he's got one, but he doesn't wear stripes. How is this not a first down? And it is indeed going to be, they're going to call it? No, first down. Yeah, it's a first down. Wow. All right, so Harris picks up the first down.
Bouncing off of defenders left and right.
Yes, he was bouncing. He looked like a pinball out there. Ball near side of the camera field.
You're very familiar with pinball machines, aren't you, Alan?
Caleb, you make one more joke about my age. Parsons, pump fake, throws. Kelly, that's pass interference. And it was. And the DB knows it. He walked away. He knows it was pass interference. It was a back shoulder fade. Good pump fake from Parsons, and that should be a spot foul. 1st and goal for Space Coast. You can't dislike every call. These guys have done a good job tonight calling this game. Now, you may not like the fact that they haven't called some penalties tonight, but the ones they've called, they've been consistent, and that was pass interference. And the thing I like is the DB knew it. The DB's not arguing. So it's 1st and goal. The ball is now inside with the Brevard Scholarship Athletic Fund to red zone with 2:19 to go. The official takes. Why is he taking a timeout? The official. What does he need a timeout for? No, he said my timeout. Put his arms on his shoulders. 2:19 to go now. Dunedin defense runs back on the field. Parsons has got a back to his left and right. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. We'll see what the play call is here. 10-7. Space Coast looking to add to their lead with 2:19 to go here in the first half. Parsons barks out the signals, asks for the ball, gets it, gives to Cam Harris, and Harris scampers inside of his guard for a gain of about 5, and that'll bring up 2nd and goal from about the 1.5, and we should be at the 2-minute warning right now. So, coming up, the 2-minute warning, we're going to hear from 9 Round, and we're also going to hear from, what's the other one? Oh, me and Tracy. We'll hear from 9 Round, myself and Tracy Rayum, and Buffalo Wild Wings. We'll be back here. Your score, Space Coast 10, Dunedin 7. All right, welcome back. Thanks to 9 Round. We'll tell you all about them coming up here. 2 minutes to go. 2nd and goal. Ball on. About the 1.5. Shotgun I formation. Man in motion is Stroud. Turn. Give to the up back. Up back. I think he got in. He's down. Should be a touchdown. Nope. Did not. 3rd and goal to go. Of course, Broomhill to Brevard as well. 9 Round, great staff over at 9 Round. The Shipmans, Shaka. I got Caleb thinking about it. Up the middle, is he in? Parsons keeper. Touchdown on a quarterback keeper from Matt Parsons. And with 1:15 to go here in the first half, the Tar Heels have added a 6 spot to make it 16-7. So Parsons leans over and gets into the end zone. Nine Round. Experience a full 9-round workout for free with no obligations. A trainer will be on the floor to guide you through each of the stations and show you all the moves. Like I said, a great staff over there. Brent, the captain, Shipman. Patricia, the Amazon Shipman. Chris, Shaka, Troyan. Spencer, Rhino, Reed. Lauren, Lulu, Spike, Cummings. They all just do a fantastic job. Snap. Gonzalez's kick is up and right down. 5:20, and it's 17-7. With a $1:15 to go here. Caleb will update the scoreboard for you. 9 Round in Melbourne, Florida, located at 4100 North Wickham Road, Suite 113. Give them a call. Set up that free workout, 321-441-3033. Check them out online, too. So with 1:15 to go here in the first half, the Space Coast Tar Heels lead it 17-7. They trailed in this one 7-0 early following I would say a muffed punt. It was a bad snap over the head of the punter. And they recovered in the end zone. Dunedin recovered in the end zone. But 17 unanswered points thanks to a Gonzalez 41-yard field goal, a 21-yard touchdown pass from Parsons to Jimmy Kelly, and a 1-yard keeper by Parsons. And that's where we are. As Gonzalez gets set to kick off here. And we're going to obviously see the hurry-up offense from Dunedin. Drills this one into the end zone. Oh, no, he's going to try to run this out. What is he doing? Yeah, he's going to take a knee eventually. Boy, that was close to being one of the weirdest runbacks we have ever seen. Because had he taken one step over that line, he could have gone back. 17-7, $1:15 to go. They started with, they being Dunedin, started tonight with Eric Vitale at quarterback out of the University of South Florida. He was relieved by Tim Dallaire. And now coming in is, we'll see who the quarterback is here in just a second. I want to say it's back to Vitale again. And it is Eric Vitale, the 6', 210-pound Port Richey, Florida product who attended the University of South Florida. Vitale from the shotgun. Gives off to Goodlow, and Goodlow is flung down by Sylvester Easton. That'll be a timeout by the Space Coast Tar Heels. So with 1:04 to go, David Dye, Mark Lucas, they want a timeout with an opportunity to try to get the ball back here because that's a loss of 5. So now it's 2nd and 15 for Dunedin with 1:04 to play. This will be a 30-second timeout. You missed the NFL?
A bit. But I'll say, between this and, hey, the XFL action isn't bad to watch either.
No, the XFL's not too bad either. I didn't get to catch any of it last weekend, but I did catch a substantial portion of it the first 2 weekends, and I like the product. I do.
I honestly think there are some things from the XFL the NFL just might incorporate.
Well, they've done it before. They took some things from the XFL before. A lot of it, technically speaking, in terms of production and things like that, but they took it.
That kickoff return, I think the NFL could see it as a way to.
Yeah. Vitale under pressure, gets away from trouble, gets out to the side. Oh, he kicks. What was that? That takes me back to Tom Brady kicking Ed Reed. I wish I could show the replay on that because Vitale, I don't know what that was.
There was a similar situation with a returner jumping and kicking a punter. It was a Browns punter. I believe they were playing the Ravens.
Sam Cook.
Sam Cook,
yeah.
Curb stomped the.
Yeah, no. Eric Vitale looking Tom Brady-esque on that one there. Looked like he had the edge over there, but it closed quickly. I'm not sure who he kicked. But no flag on the play. And the Tar Heels take another timeout.
I think it's like one of those remember the Titans moments where you're like, ref, that's unnecessary roughness.
Right.
On the quarterback coach.
Right, on the quarterback coach. Right.
Great movie, Remember the Titans.
That's funny. That is funny. I don't think the ref could believe what he saw.
I don't think half the stadium.
I think he's replaying it in his mind. Vitale, anyway, 3rd and 11, 49 seconds. Looks to throw. He's under pressure. He's going to be brought. Oh, no, he's not. Yes, he is. That'll be a sack.
How he escaped that initial cluster.
Your initial sacker is going to be Frank Hawkins, the linebacker out of FAU and Cape Canaveral. Also in there, Dontavius Elmore out of Titusville. So that pass rush doing its job. They only Terry says, I miss college football. Go Canes. Yeah, I do too. The NFL, college football I do miss, especially this year with the way the college football playoff was. I'm not throwing shade at Alabama, but it was nice not to have a college football playoff with them this year. You actually felt like other teams had hope, except Oklahoma, who never has a shot when they make the college football playoff. So with 40 seconds to go here, last punt was nearly blocked. One was blocked early, and the punter does a good job getting this away, and he just kicked that straight out of bounds, essentially. We'll see where the officials mark it. Now, 31 seconds to go here. They don't have any timeouts, but Parsons has got a cannon for an arm. He can get the ball.
My question to you, do you take the shot here on first down?
Yeah, take a shot every down here. And when I say take a shot, I mean I'm somewhere inside of the 10-yard line looking to make a play. Because anything up here, you're just killing clock. So get the ball to your wide receiver between the 10 and the 20-yard line and let him try to make a play into the end zone. You don't want to throw the ball into the end zone here because I think you set yourself up for an interception. You can see they're in a dime package back there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 defensive backs in the game. Maybe 7.
You do have numbers down below. You have numbers. You could run a bubble screen out there.
Parsons throws, and see, that's exactly what he did there. So I think he went to the wrong wide receiver on that one. Down the sidelines, he probably should have taken a shot at Josh Rodriguez. He elects to go for Jimmy Kelly across the middle. Kelly makes a nice attempt at the ball, but it's just a little bit high. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10. I don't mind that because it's an incomplete pass. It stops the clock. He didn't throw a pick. You live to play another down. Again, I think if you go into the end zone with it, unless you absolutely have to, you don't. And Eddie Gonzalez has done a nice job tonight kicking the football. Give him a shot. Parsons, nobody in the backfield. Under pressure. He gets away from one. He's just going to throw it out of bounds. It's a good play by Matt Parsons. Not to take off with the ball for one because that's going to kill clock. So he just gets rid of it. Coming off the edge over there. And again, not sure why. That's Javon Johnson. Again, number 22. That's about the 6th time I've called his name in the Tar Heels backfield. Somebody better get a shoulder pad on him. So it's 3rd and 10 now. Here, I think, ideally, now you want to set yourself up for a field goal. Now you want to try to get down around the 20. So it's 3rd and 10. If your wide receiver can make a play, that's great. Parsons throws, quick pass out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez turns it down the sidelines, and he'll pick up. See, I like that play call right there. Joshua Rodriguez, they're gonna spike the ball and rush Gonzalez onto the field. That's not going to happen. 4, 3, 2. All right. So with 1 second to go, we're going to see Eddie Gonzalez come on. I like it. So Gonzalez comes onto the field. The ball will be spotted.
I thought Space Coast had 1 timeout still left.
No. The ball will be spotted at the 28. So this will be a 44-yard field goal for Gonzalez. 45. 45-yard attempt, spotted dead on the 35. Add the 10. Snap. Kick is up. He got it. Does he get this? This one does not go through. Here comes an attempted return. This is Auburn, Alabama all over again. Coming out of the end zone. He's got a blocker. He's still on his feet, and he's finally going to be brought down on the play by Hampton Hunter. We got 2 flags down. That could be 2 blocks in the back, but go ahead.
Credit to number 45. Instead of trying to go and make the tackle, staying above his 2 blockers and forcing the returner to cut back inside into the teeth of that.
Now, if this, who is this on? This could be on. They may get another shot at kicking a field goal. This could be offsides. That's a personal foul, offsetting, end of the half. All right, so that'll bring us to the end of the first half as the 3rd set of offsetting personal foul penalties. Now, coming up here at halftime is going to be our very own Tracy Rayum, and he's going to talk to you about the Brevard Scholarship Athletic Fund. Your halftime score, the Space Coast Tar Heels 17, the Dunedin Pirates 7. We'll be back.
And welcome to 321 Sportscast. My name is Tracy Rayum. Thank you for tuning in today and joining us. It's a beautiful Saturday, and I know a lot of you have some really cool things going on today. There's baseball, basketball, there's football, and all kinds of other sports going on. But today I want to tell you about something really, really, really important and near and dear to us here at 321 Sportscast, as well as me personally. We've always felt like the bigger picture and the bigger mission is to give back to the community, do something special for the kids, and to really get the county rallied around this new mission of ours, which is our new Brevard County Athletic Scholarship Fund. As you can see on the screen here, we're on a mission, and our goal is to raise $25,000 between now and next February so that we can give 10 scholarship awards to student athletes that have excelled in categories such as academics and community involvement and maximum effort. You know, maybe the kids that aren't the best, but they give that effort. We want to make sure that they're seen and recognized and taken care of as well. So our goal is to initially create 10 scholarships in the amount of $2,500, and then hopefully we can accomplish our goal, and we can be having a really nice broadcast dinner brought to you live in February of next year where we're presenting to these kids these awards. There's a couple different things we want to talk about. First of all is we're looking for 10 sponsors. I'm sorry, 8. 2 of them are already taken. We want to thank Blu-ray Promotions as well as Remax Elite for stamping their name on 2 of the awards. But we're looking for 8 corporate sponsorships or business sponsorships or personal even that would like to have their name as the title of each of these scholarship awards. And what that entails is a $500 donation to that award. And for the next 12 months, we'll be talking about that award. We're going to be trying to raise funds through it. And if you're the title of that award, you'll be able to present it at the dinner and all that kind of fun stuff. So we're looking for 8 title sponsors for each award. Okay. Number 2, if you go to our website at www.321sportscast.com, there's a category page called Scholarship Fund, or Scholarships, I believe. And on that page, it tells you all about this program. It even has the temperature gauge that's going to tell you kind of the progress throughout the year. But most importantly, there's a donate button on there. We're looking for donations, and we want to spread that word, and you're going to see that every day on our programs. Everything we do, we're going to be just talking about that page and that button because every dollar counts. So even if you have $1 you'd like to donate, we have 8,000 followers almost. That can make a big difference in getting us to that goal. If we achieve this goal and go past that, we'll either be creating more scholarships or raising the amount for these 10. So some really exciting, cool stuff can go on with that scholarship page that we have. And third, we have these beautiful fishbowl kind of buckets. And on there, there's a sticker that says Brevard Athletic Scholarship Fund. Please donate, helping kids pay for college. You're going to start seeing these all around town throughout the communities at different businesses. They're going to be sitting on the counters at a lot of the businesses that have already told us that they will let us, and we're going to be seeking as many businesses as possible. We have an unlimited amount of these bowls to place, so each bowl collecting $1 or $2 and change a day is going to make a tremendous difference in helping us get to that goal. So if you know a business or if you own a business and you have a little bit of foot traffic, where people might be willing to drop their spare change or, a couple cents in here or a dollar or two, please let us know and we'll make sure we get a fish bowl right. They're fish bowls and they have a slot on top where people can put that right in. So we'll be monitoring the success. We'll be posting it on the page. Some really exciting things. And our goal and our overall mission is to make a difference and make a difference like no one's ever seen before here in Brevard County. There's so many great student athletes that want to go on and play sports, or maybe they don't want to go on and play sports, but they've done what it takes at the high school level to earn our excellence and achievement awards. And we want to make sure that those kids are recognized and we can help them in any way we can, even if it's offsetting school books or offsetting their living expenses or helping them get into Eastern Florida Community College or State College, I apologize. Whatever the case may be, we want to make sure we do our part and utilize our platform, our followers, our fans, get them involved, get the businesses involved to help the kids out. So with that, you can email me any ideas, any questions. If you want to be a sponsor, if you want to donate, my email address is 321sportscast@gmail.com. Again, my name is Tracy Rayom, for those of you that don't know me. Email me, I'll make sure I respond back to you, and let's all work together in collaboration to see if we can come up with $25,000 to help these kids out. So with that, I'll conclude and keep it short for the day, but you'll be seeing a lot more about this coming up. So be sure to stay tuned in and help in any way you can if you're available. Again, my name is Tracy. You can reach me at 321sportscast@gmail.com. I hope everybody has a tremendous Saturday out there with this beautiful weather and the kids are out there playing, having a great day of athletics. Have a good day.
Okay, I primarily handle personal injury, which mainly car crashes, motorcycle crashes, things of that, even slip and falls. People have to understand that people get hurt, people get injured. You're okay with pressing a claim and filing a claim to get your property damage taken care of, but your physical, your body, that herniated disc, you don't want to file a claim for that. You don't want to be compensated for your medical bills and things like that. So I do that. I've been in the community. I was a paralegal for 11 years. I've been an attorney for going on 6 years now. So about 17 years, 18 years of experience in this area. I've been in Melbourne since I was 7. I went to Harbor City Elementary, Stone Junior High, Palm Bay High, and I've been here ever since. I'm a veteran. I served in Iraq in 2004 with the Navy Seabees. So yeah, I've been around here for a long time, man.
Your man cave is a lie. It's not a masculine refuge. It's a basement in your wife's house. Caves don't have frilly craft store signs. Yell about it. In your man cave, no one can hear you scream. Wake up! Head upstairs and get to B-dubs, where the kegerators are just called taps, the wall color is TVs, and the wings taste like freedom. Also, your friends actually like coming here. Buffalo Wild Wings. Roar!
Stuff is not valuable anymore. people more and more are gravitating to the experiences they can share together, experiences they can share as a family, and we provide them with that. And so we take it very seriously that, hey, we're being entrusted with somebody's birthday party. We're creating memories.
All right, welcome back here. About a minute 35 to go before the two teams take the field to resume play here. Second half, halftime, where the Space Coast Tar Heels lead the Dunedin Pirates 17-7. Once again, I'd like to thank Sunset View Windows and Doors, Gentle Dental Associates, Can-Am Roofing, Carlson's Trophy Shop and Custom Tees, 321 Roofing, Renee the Attorney, Buffalo Wild Wings, Urban Air, Space Coast United Soccer, Valderrama Orthodontics, and everyone that supports and likes and follows 321 Sportscast. Please do so on our Facebook page. Our Facebook page is simply at 321 Sportscast, and you can find that. That's really all of our social media. All of our social media is 321 Sportscast. Our Twitter as well. Caleb has it up on the screen for you there. Please give us a like, a follow, share the page, and we will continue to be the exclusive home to the Space Coast Tar Heels. Roger Lewis is the owner. He and Matt Parsons. And, of course, the coaching staff is Mark Lucas, David Dye, and Steve Rodriguez. This is their, I believe, their third season of action. Third season. They've been to the conference championship and the league that they were in before the last two seasons. Hope you had an opportunity to see the great video done today by Tracy Rayum, our very own Tracy Rayum of 321 Sportscast, and the great job that he did explaining and talking about the Brevard Scholarship Fund. Again, please, if everybody could just give a little, and you can do so by going to 321sportscast.com and do that under our scholarship area. And what you'll see is you'll see an area that says donate, and you can give as little as $5, or you can give as much as you want, obviously. And we'd like to thank 9 Round and the Shipmans as for the entire month of March. All 31 days, they are going to donate 10% of all their new membership proceeds to the Brevard Athletic Scholarship Fund, in which we will give away 10 $2,500 scholarships next February. And we will do that, not just like, and I don't mean to slight, I don't need to slight the great athletes of this county, but it's, people like Ladarius Tennyson who get the full rides. These scholarships will be meant for the people that maybe don't get that full ride, but need some help, getting college paid for. Maybe they get a partial scholarship. We're going to give it out to, go to 321sportscast.com and check under scholarships. And corporations out there can also, you can sponsor one of the by giving, I think it's $500. You have to check out the $500. And you can have one of the scholarships done and donated in your company's name. So, again, the 321 Brevard Athletic Scholarship Program will be divvied up to the 2020-2021 class. You can click the PayPal link at the top right to make a donation to the scholarship fund. Again, every little bit helps. If you'd like to make a corporate donation, have your company recognized by us, you can email 321sportscast@gmail.com. You can work with our staff. The scholarships will be selected from a nomination of a board and a committee, a subcommittee from coaches, athletic directors, and parents throughout Brevard County. And we will make sure those that are in need are taken care of. We are set for second half action. 15 minutes are on the clock. Tar Heels with a 10-point, 17-7 lead. I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski, joined by Caleb Brown here at Richard Dick Blake Stadium on the campus of the four-time state champion Cocoa Tigers. And Tar Heels will receive the second half kick as they have their customary three guys back deep. And usually Dedrick Witherspoon ends up with the ball in his hand on these run backs. So we'll see if that indeed will be the case here. Again, I'd like to thank Caleb Brown for all that he does here for 321 Sportscast. And if you think you have what it takes to be a broadcaster or would like to try your hand at it, why don't you give me a call at 321-693-7697. Let's chat, because we've got a lot of sports coming up and a lot of events to cover. We need some help. And I believe that there are a lot of you out there with that hidden talent to be able to do this. Again, 321-693-7697. We're set for second half action. Ball is teed up. The Dunedin Pirates get set to kick off. And again, three back deep. Ball was on the 35. Gunner's in place. And here, it's an onside kick. And that's going to be recovered by Dunedin. Dunedin indeed recovers the onside kick. I can see it from here. That's got to be, unless something happens at the bottom of that pile, Dunedin's going to have the football. I have no idea how that happened.
Last second, the middle guy in that front line.
What a great call to start the second half by the Dunedin head coach, Nate Barlow. Not sure how he didn't come out with the football. He must have had it taken away from him in that pile. What a great play to recover that fumble from the Space Coast Tar Heels. And again, they have that show, Turning Point, in the NFL. That could have been one right there. Parsons. Now the Tar Heels will operate with excellent field position. The ball is dead on, and I mean dead on the 45-yard line. Tar Heels in black with Carolina blue numbers, moving from left to right on your handheld device. Parsons in the shotgun, nobody in the backfield. Tight end and four wide receivers. There's the snap. Across the middle, big number 87 with it. And big number 87 takes a hit. That is Richard Kendall out of Cocoa High School. 6'6", 285-pound Richard Kendall is clocked after he catches the ball. And to his credit, he holds on by Arcellus Miller Jr. out of Blake High School. But guess what? That's a first down. The ball, that's a gain of 13. And again, same formation as Richard Kendall right here out of Cocoa High School. Blitz! And Parsons, good blitz call there by Dunedin. They want a flag for a late hit or a roughing the passer. Not going to happen there, as Pedro Class, the linebacker out of John Jay College, gets in there and interrupts any thoughts the Tar Heels had of making something out of nothing there. So it'll be 2nd and 10 now. Ball on the Dunedin 38-yard line. No, I'm sorry, check that, 48-yard line. 43-yard line. Come on, Alan, get it together. Nobody in the backfield. It's empty. Shotgun showing blitz again. Dunedin shows it, brings it. Quick hitch out to number 7. And this time the flag flies. We'll see what the call is here. Will it be roughing the passer? We're going to see. It should be. If it is, personal foul, I think, is definitely going to be the goal. Oh, no, it's against Space Coast. That's a 15-yard penalty, Caleb. Chop block. So back they go. That's going to bring up. It's going to make it, should make it 2nd and 25.
Those are drive killers. You cannot have that coming out of the half.
Yeah, it's 15 yards. So that's going to be 2nd and 25 now. Look, when this offense is on, it's on. And they were on a little bit there in the second quarter. Remember, they had one string where they picked up 4 or 5 consecutive first downs on passes from the FFA's leading passer, Matt Parsons, who came into the game with a little under 1,000 yards. He's now eclipsed the 1,000-yard mark. Drops back to throw, blitz. Parsons trying to get out of trouble. He does. He's going to run with it. And that will, and deservedly so, as El Ray Mixon unnecessarily came up and laid a helmet on Matt Parsons, who was already on the ground. So that's going to be roughing the passer. Guess what, folks? That's 15 yards and an automatic first down. It's a bad penalty. That is not a good penalty to take. So it isn't an automatic first down. I thought it was. My apologies. 2nd and 7 now. So they get the 15 yards back, but it's 2nd and 7. Parsons on a delayed handoff up the middle. Big move. Good run there. Who was that, Caleb? He's turning around now. Number 35. That is good run by Javon Bridgewater. Bridgewater, 5'9", 185 pounds, out of AK Baptist, calls Winter Park hometown. 1st and 10 now. Space Coast. Parsons takes the snap, throws. He's got a receiver. Cam Stroud into the end zone for a Tar Heel touchdown. No flags. 27 yards from Parsons to Stroud, and it's 23-7. Cam Stroud into the end zone. So Cam Stroud with his 4th touchdown of the season. Parsons 7th. And it's 23-7 pending the extra point from Gonzalez. Good play there. And as you heard the public address announcer say, that was a nice adjustment by the coaching staff. And I might also give a big shout out to Cam Stroud on that as well. Here's the snap. The kick is up. And I think that's no good. That's going to be wide right. So the score is 23-7 on Parsons' 2nd touchdown pass of the game. Earlier, he hit Jimmy Kelly for 21. As Caleb adjusts the scoreboard.
23,
Correct.
The cold is getting to my head.
It's okay, buddy. Good ball movement. Parsons has factored in all 3 Space Coast touchdowns tonight and is a good candidate for our Carlson's Custom Tee and Trophy Shop Player of the Game, although David Dye's defense hasn't given up any points yet. Parsons with a 1-yard keeper, a 21-yard touchdown pass to Jimmy Kelly, and a 28-yard strike there to Cam Stroud. They missed the extra point, and it's 23-7 Space Coast over Dunedin with 12:57 to play here in the third quarter. That drive, 55 yards on 6 plays. Gonzalez, left foot. It'll bounce, short hopped at the 10, 12, 15, out to the 30, 35. Brought down at the 33. Number 23 walking away from, that's Robert Spoonhour.
He was getting shoved. I mean,
Yeah, no. Spoonhour, I talked to him before the game for just a brief moment. Spoonhour, 5'9", 170 pounds, out of Port Orange, Florida. Went to Methodist University. Went to Harmony High School. $12:46 to go. Caleb's got his jacket on. I think I'm going to put my sweatshirt on here in a minute.
it's cold for this Florida boy.
I hear you, buddy. So the second half begins offensively for the Dunedin Pirates, and it'll begin with number 3, Eric Vitale at quarterback. Vitale in the shotgun. I would imagine now the game plan's got to be to throw it. Vitale drops, throws, across the middle, open wide receiver is Daquan Bryant out of Northeast High School. And Bryant, here comes a flag flying in, another flag flying in. And this game is getting a bit chippy. As you see Vontavis Myers out of Cocoa, Florida having a word or 6. Personal foul. That's against Space Coast. And there will be no offsetting. This will be 15 tacked on to the end of that play. So the pass will count. That'll put the ball just over midfield. So the 12-yard pass turns into 27 yards. Following the personal foul, the referee winds his arm, waves the clock. 12:33 to go, third quarter. Space Coast on top, 23-7. And the aforementioned Vontavis Myers checks out for a play. David Dye says, can you just cool down a little bit, son? Cool down. It's okay. We're 16 points up. Vitale sends Goodlow in motion. Throws across the middle, wide open in the seam is Andy Villamarzo out of Gulf High School, the 5'7", 180-pound wide receiver. Villamarzo will have a second consecutive Dunedin first down. This time to give is to Goodlow. Goodlow cuts back. He's got a room, got a seam. Cuts around the corner, gets out of bounds. Ball down now inside of the Broome-Hildy red zone. It'll be 1st and 10 once again for the Dunedin Pirates. Clock moving. Tick-tock, tick-tock. 11:25 to play, third quarter.
I love that physical running style which that back has.
He's quick, too. Jeremy Goodlow, 5'7", 164-pound back out of Dunedin High School. Vitale back to throw. Wide open, but he overthrew him. Overshot Daquan Bryant.
Those eyes, I think, got a little wide, shocked that he was that wide open.
I don't think he could believe he was that wide open.
I don't think Space Coast could believe he was that wide open.
I don't think David Dye liked that he was that wide open. Mark Lucas looks at David Dye and says, what's up with that? Back in the huddle. Actually, it was not a first down, so this is going to be 3rd and 1 now. Goodlow did not pick up the first down. Vitale's in the backfield all by himself. Or actually, he was under center. I didn't even see him under center. He keeps it. That's enough for the first down. In the backfield was Bryant. Back to the line of scrimmage. Immediately goes Vitale and the Pirates offense. He's calling the play from the line of scrimmage. If you're going to be offsides, that's how you do it. That does draw a 15-yard penalty. So that's going to be a 20-yard penalty. No, I thought he threw the flag for personal foul, but he didn't. I'm not sure he didn't. Did he? So now it's going to be 1st and 5. He didn't throw I thought he threw the flag for a personal foul, but he did not. It's offsides, yeah. So, but if you're going to do that, that's how you do it.
Just if your coach, you say don't stand over the man like that because
Yeah, that'll draw the flag. Sylvester Easton, the team's leading tackler, taking the opportunity to get a good one in there. Bryant lines up in the slot. The third wide receiver on the right in motion is Jennings. Throws, and that was about 8 yards out of bounds from Vital. Got another flag down. Personal foul against Space Coast. It's going to be 15 yards. It's going to put them down inside of 10 with 10:01 to play. That's 30 yards. 30 yards on personal foul penalties on this drive.
that's just on this drive. There's been a lot of personal fouls being called this game. I understand this game is a release for these guys, but
Yeah, you got to play smart. I hear you. So that's going to be, I don't disagree. 1st and goal to go here for Dunedin. Vital still under center. Turns. Oh, the running back lined up wrong. He turned to pitch to Goodlow, and Goodlow was on the right. Vital expected him to be on the left, and then he was swallowed alive by number 40 of the Space Coast Tar Heels, Vontavis Myers, the 6', 100 or 215-pound linebacker out of Cocoa, Florida. Got a player that's got an equipment issue. It's going to have to come off the field. Coming in is Lee Moore. So that's going to bring up 2nd and goal to go. The ball's on the 12-yard line. Vital now has got a little bubble screen over there. Blockers in front. No, doesn't matter. Because reading it perfectly is number 20 for Space Coast. That's Joshua Letman, the defensive back out of Trinity. Good play. That's going to bring up 3rd and goal as they lose more yards. Got to be smart here if you're Space Coast. No personal foul penalties. 23-7 is the score. Vital. Back to throw. He's got a receiver. No, he doesn't. And that ball is just can't seem to find that mark there. That plays at that time it wasn't open. On the previous 2 plays, he had his wide receivers had beaten Space Coast defenders, but nonetheless, the end result is a 4th and goal now, and decision time for Nate Barlow and his Dunedin Pirates. And I think the decision here is a no-brainer. I think you got to go for this. I'd give up on that play in the corner of the end zone, though.
yeah.
It's just me, but I would. Cold night here, chilly night. Caleb's got the big security guard jacket on. So, I'll bet it is. So we'll see if there's any kind of, as the legendary Hank Stram would say, will there be any trickeration here? Vital, nobody in the backfield. Tough to do it by yourself. He throws, caught, dropped. Alexander Jennings had it, had a touchdown, dropped the ball. Perfectly thrown pass by Vital. And that'll be a turnover on downs. So all for naught. So the 30 yards and personal foul penalties does not hurt David Dye's defense as Matt Parson with the hot hand tonight. Parsons with about a $1.80 through the air, about a $1.60, $1.80 through the air tonight, has accounted for all 3 Space Coast Tar Heel touchdowns, 2 touchdown passes, one to Jimmy Kelly, one to Cam Stroud, the other a 1-yard quarterback keeper. 7:54 to play, third quarter. Space Coast on top, 23-7. I formation. May just see them run the ball a little bit here. That is not Parsons at quarterback. Round the corner with a good run there and enough for a Tar Heel first down is Jalen Ben, 5'6", 180 pounds out of Liberty High. Your Space Coast quarterback at the moment is number 11, Rick Rivers. Rick Rivers, 6 foot, 170 pounds, went to Cocoa High School. Now calls Rockledge, Florida home.
I like that previous play call, a tackle sweep just off the tackle edge. Great job to get outside.
Yeah. This is Ben again off the handoff from Rivers. Rick Rivers I believe Rick was a part of all 3 of the 8, 9, and 10 Cocoa Tigers that won 3 straight state championships. And had himself some games, I think. And there's the pitch. Rivers pitches it out. Good quick run there by Ben. And down on the ground, slow to get up for the Tar Heels is number 61. That's Alvin Sims, 6'2", 350-pound lineman out of Bethel. Got to get off. Mark Lucas. And he takes a knee just before he gets to the sidelines. It's actually a smart play because the play clock runs doing that. So if he takes a knee on the sidelines injured, the time stops and the play clock will start all over. So he should be able to just get the extra 10 feet or 2 feet off the field. He does. Might have hyperextended his knee there a little bit. When you feel that, it scares the hell out of you. Matt Parsons does not have helmet in hand, so I don't know if he's coming back in. This could be Rick Rivers' show the rest of the way with 5:39 to play here in the third quarter. Your lead is 23-9. Space Coast Tar Heels on top. We'd like to thank Broomhilde for their sponsorship with the Space Coast Tar Heels of these broadcasts here on 321 Sportscast. Broomhilde, where their mission is to be the premier cleaning company statewide while maintaining uncompromising quality and customer service. Broomhilde is your local option. All of their cleaning staff is background checked, drug tested, and are insured with workers' comp. Up the middle, play will be called dead. Third and fourth, that'll bring up fourth down. Their company's licensed and bonded, a great reputation, built on trust. Broomhilde of Florida, an A+ accredited with Central Florida Better Business Bureau. And call today for a free estimate in Brevard, 321-593-0779. You can do some great things like tiling, grout cleaning, carpet and upholstery cleaning, moving in, moving out cleaning, housekeeping, commercial and office cleaning. Once again, Broomhilde of Brevard, 321-593-0779. I believe they're offering a great special right now. 4 rooms of carpet for $59. Broomhilde, 321-593-0779. Call today. Lines are answered 24 hours a day. 4th and 1 for Rick Rivers and Steve Rodriguez, the offensive coordinator. Rivers will keep it himself. That's got a big push, but he's got it. Rivers a big guy, and he'll get out to about the 45-yard line, and that is more than enough for a Space Coast Tar Heel first down. 4:25 to go, and good news is that Alvin Sims is checked back into the game. So Sims is back in. Just double check my sound. Here comes the big tight end, Richard Kendall, back in. Kendall with 1 catch for 13 yards. He had that on the Tar Heels' previous possession. 3:50 to go. Third quarter, 16-23-7 lead for the hometown guys. We've got an I formation, Rick Rivers. They may have to call a timeout here or take a 5-yard delay of game penalty, and that's exactly what we're going to have. So while we have a timeout on the field, let's step away and hear from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Your man cave is a lie. It's not a masculine refuge. It's a basement in your wife's house. Caves don't have frilly craft store signs. Yell about it. In your man cave, no one can hear you scream. Wake up! Head upstairs and get to B-dubs, where the kegerators are just called taps, the wall color is TVs, and the wings taste like freedom. Also, your friends actually like coming here. Buffalo Wild Wings. Roar!
Buffalo Wild Wings in Vieira and Palm Bay. Check them out on Tuesday nights, 2 for $1, dine-in only on their Buffalo Wings. So it's 1st and 10. Rivers, nice option there. Room to run down the right side. He's going to pick up 8, 9, maybe. It's a good pitch from Rick Rivers to Jalen Ben. Coco to Liberty there. And he must have stepped out of bounds because that says they only picked up 7. So it's 2nd down and 3.5, maybe 4. Rick Rivers gets the play. He's back in. .255 to go here. Fast-moving third quarter. A win tonight would tie Space Coast with Dunedin for third place in the Florida FFA Florida Conference Central Division. Back to passes. Rivers throws. Good pass to Jimmy Kelly, who tucks underneath of coverage. Willie Jenkins Jr. was good coverage on the play, but a bullet from Rivers, and that's a first down. Rivers with the play, and I had to put my sweatshirt on. Now I'm cold. Not a night to be on back porches. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. No, that's for sure. 1st and 10, Space Coast. They show blitz. They bring the house. Rivers has a receiver. Good play by Rick Rivers. And that receiver cuts back and picks up an additional 10 yards. Who is that receiver? That receiver is number 14, Josh Rodriguez. That's what Rick Rivers gives you, that flowing ability to make plays while moving around in the pocket.
I would even go as far as say like a Russell Wilson-esque. He has every
Yeah,
coming for him.
it's good. He's built like Russell Wilson is too a little bit. He's thick, he's big, he's quick.
And accurate on the run.
Yeah, he was. And he's throwing back across his body on that. And he made an accurate throw and allowed his receiver to be able to go make a play. Good play by Rick Rivers. 55 seconds to play here in the third quarter. 23-7. Space Coast on top. Rivers looks to pass, rolling to his right. Better get rid of it. He does. Oh, boy, Cam Stroud gets a hand on it just enough to interrupt whatever interception opportunity Darius Small had. The strong safety on that one. Small unable to haul it in. And the incomplete pass will stop the clock with 37 seconds to go. 2nd and 10 now for Rick Rivers and the Space Coast Tar Heels offense. You know, a lot of credit to Steve Rodriguez and Mark Lucas tonight for this offensive game plan. Dunedin's getting pressure in the backfield. They've done so all game. But the play calling and adjustments, Rick Rivers is going to keep this himself up the middle. Rivers has got room to run. He cuts back. He's at the 10, brought down at about the 11. Here comes a flag flying in. Not sure what this is going to be. This may go against Dunedin, but I've been wrong on every penalty tonight. Holding. That'll be holding against Space Coast, so that'll back them up 10. That's a spot foul. That's why the ref moved. So it'll be 2nd and 10 now. That's why the ref put that. If you happen to notice on your screen, the ref got up, picked up his flag, and placed it right where the hold occurred. So good run by Rivers, all for naught. 19 seconds to go. Clock is winding. We may not get this play off. No reason to run it here in the third quarter. In fact, if I'm Rick Rivers, I just let's go to the fourth quarter. Rivers will indeed run the play. He looks to throw. Got a man in his face. He's going to be brought down eventually on a big sack there by number 32 and number 98. They'll each get half sacks for that one. That is Ali Salam out of Clearwater High School. And what was the other number I said? Well, we're just going to give the whole sack to Salam. Yeah, and I didn't think you had to take it, but that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter with your score, the Space Coast Tar Heels 23, the Dunedin Pirates 7. We're going to step away for a quick break. When we come back, fourth quarter action. All right, so the throws the ball down the left sideline from Rick Rivers. That ball was thrown into double coverage. Still had an opportunity to hit his receiver there, but that's going to bring up 4th and 25 now for this Tar Heels offense. The intended receiver on the play was Jordan Mullins, the running back out of the backfield. It is chilly out. I just stepped outside on the deck area, and it is chilly. Chilly, chilly. So they're going to punt. Now they're going to fake it. Wide open. Oh, the play was there. Just hurried it a little bit too much. The fake punt attempt. Good opportunity to try that. I like the fact that they did. The intended receiver, I think, was Robert Spoonhour on that. Spoonhour touching the chest, telling him, my fault, my fault. Show Roger Lewis. Right here. Right down here. Right below. Right, Roger is right there at the 50. There's Roger. Roger is number 52. Roger is, first of all, Roger's a phenomenal guy. You know, you can go back to the play. Roger's a phenomenal guy. He's also the owner of the Space Coast Tar Heels. He's an offensive line coach for Cocoa High School as well. Ball's on the ground. Vital picks it up. And Vital's going to pick up a yard. That's a great play by him because it should have been a loss of about 6.
Or even a fumble for that matter.
Yeah, it should have been a fumble. He picks up about a yard and a half, 2 yards to bring up 2nd and 8. 23-7 is your score up there in the upper right-hand corner on the 9-round scoreboard. 3-2-1-4-4-1, 30-33. Vital gets out of trouble again. He throws. Ooh! Stuck. Great hit. Then he's going to throw a targeting flag on that. That was number 5, Alexander Jennings. I don't like this call at all. At all.
And the call beyond number 9, Dwayne.
Well, let's see if that's indeed what the call is going to be. Because I don't think this could be offensive pass interference, too. Let's see here. As the officials congregate, telling them to stay away there. And if it is targeting, they're discussing. There was no helmet involved in that. It was a shoulder. We got a flag back here where the officials are and a flag down here where the hit occurred. So we'll see what the call is. That was just a stick is what that was. Here comes the call from the white hat. Space Coast better be careful. They got a lot of guys on the field. They don't want to get another penalty. Here it comes. He's not going to make the call until they get off the field. And there comes the flag out of his pocket.
Waving it off.
So they're going to pick up the flag thrown in the secondary. And that's an illegal pass. Vital was past the line of scrimmage when he threw the football. So unbeknownst to Mr. Jennings. So here's the reason that flag gets picked up is because that is an illegal pass. So that's why that flag gets picked up, is because the pass is deemed illegal. Because he threw it past the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of down, a 10-yard penalty. So now it's going to be 3rd down and about 16 for Vital and the Dunedin Pirates offense. Referee says, start it. Here we go. Down a little. There you go. Vital, low snap. Throws wide open across the middle for a 1st down and more to the 40 and brought down by Rick Rivers. Is that Rick Rivers out there still? Yep. Is that number 11? Oh, number 0, my bad. Eric Clark on the tackle. Eric Clark at Melbourne High School makes the tackle, 6 foot, 190-pound defensive back. But a good pass from Vital to Daquan Bryant. The Northeast High School product picks up more than enough for the first down. 1st and 10 for the Dunedin Pirates. Plenty of time here to pick up 16 points. That's just 2. Vital pump fake. He'll keep it. Gets outside, cuts back. He's going to pick up 6. Look, they're only 2 scores down if you factor in the 2-point conversion. So it's going to be 2nd and 4 now for Space Coast. 12:35 to play here, 4th quarter. Alan Slaughter-Zinski, Caleb Brown with you live on 321 Sportscast. And again, don't forget, we'll tell you about it after this play here. Pull up that. Throws, he's got a receiver set up over there on a wide receiver screen. That was number 5, Alexander Jennings on the catch. But that play hasn't worked all night for Dunedin, and it doesn't work again there. They will pick up a yard or 2, but that's not what you're looking for out of that. Right back to the line of scrimmage goes Dunedin. Goodlow in the backfield with Vital. 2 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. The give is to Goodlow. Goodlow barely may have stretched for a first down. Good tackle there by Donald Clark Jr., I believe, out of Graceland University for Space Coast. That's going to be 4th and inches, and I mean inches. And guess what? Vital gets away. I don't know what or how that play was made, but that was all Eric Vital, the 6 foot, 210-pound signal caller from the University of South Florida. And Vital should have been knocked down and a turnover on downs, but it turns into a first down with 11:10 to play. That ball 10 yards over Vital's head. He throws it away. That's an incomplete pass. No, it's an incomplete pass. I know what you're thinking, but it's an incomplete pass. Huh? Once that ball went, and once that ball hit the ground and he picked it up, he became a runner. So it's 11:01 to play, and Vital saves the day again for the Dunedin Pirates. Yeah, right there he's a runner. But he can throw the ball. He does throw the ball. So it's 2nd and 10 now from the shotgun, a more familiar position for University of South Florida product. He steps up in the pocket. He's going to be brought down for a sack by number 47 for the Tar Heels. That's Rashad Myers out of Cocoa High School. Rashad Myers. Rashade Myers. So that's 3rd and 14 now. Clock continues to move. 10:34 to play here. I'd like to welcome in to the broadcast tonight everyone watching here on 321 Sportscast. That includes Terry Cisco, Mike Moffitt, Gina Liberto. 10:10 to go here. 10:09. Tick-tock, tick-tock. 2-score deficit if you count the 2-point conversions. 3rd and 14 for Vital. And we got a whistle and a delay of game, I believe. And that's what the call is. So it'll now be 3rd down and 19. The Pirates, again, they look, I don't think that this is a crucial drive for them. Points are necessary. When I say points, I don't mean 3 of them. Vital throws, puts it up, and that's incomplete. Pass intended for number 5, Alexander Jennings. On the coverage was James Moore out of Independence Community College. 9:47, 4th down and about 20 to go here.
Moore seemed to have that route run for the receiver.
Huh?
Moore had more of a shot for that ball.
Yeah, he did. So what will the Dunedin Pirates do here? There you see the please donate button on the bottom of your screen. We have started a Brevard Athletic Scholarship Fund. 321 Sportscast will be giving away $25,000 in scholarships next February. And you can help by contributing as little as $5. Go to 321sportscast.com, click on the scholarship link, and then the PayPal button in the upper right-hand corner. Vital, nobody in the backfield. That's a hold, not called. Throws, intercepted off of Goodlow's hands. And that goes into the hands, number 20, Joshua Letman with the pick. So Josh Letman, this could be for naught because this may be roughing the passer. Nope, it isn't. Blocking the back against Space Coast on the interception. So the interception will stand by Letman. And that will end any threat by the Dunedin Pirates. 9:31 to go here. 23-7, Space Coast with a crucial turnover. Or Space Coast getting a crucial turnover there. Letman came into this game with 3 pass deflections on the season. As a team, Space Coast had just 1 interception on the year. Make it 2 now. Rick Rivers in at quarterback. Rivers under pressure. He's going to be wrapped up and brought down on the play by number 1. That's going to be Arcellus Miller Jr. out of Tampa, Florida. The linebacker out of Blake High School gets in there and gets a sack on the Cocoa High product, Rick Rivers. Second and, Rick Rivers, I'll tell you a story about Rick Rivers. Rick Rivers had a big blocked extra point in a state championship game for the Cocoa Tigers to help them win a state championship. But I don't know if it was the 8, 9, or 10 game, but Rivers had quite himself a run playing for the Cocoa Tigers. Rivers from the shotgun now, little pass out. That goes to, he's down. That ball in the hands of number 13 for Space Coast. That's Edward Dufresne out of Titusville. Played high school football at Titusville. Now lives in Cocoa. So Dufresne. Come on, buddy. You're killing me now. Yeah, I know you're cold. 8:09 to go. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. Rivers back to the line of scrimmage or from the shotgun. The man in the backfield is Dedrick Witherspoon. 4 wide receivers now. Rivers wants the ball. He gets it. He's under pressure again. Rivers rolls to his right. He throws into double coverage. That should be and is a flag. That's a good call. The referees in the stands for the Dunedin Pirates isn't going to like it. But the reason that flag is thrown is because the defensive back, just prior to the ball arriving, lowered his shoulder and hit the receiver. You can't do that. That's pass interference. All day, every day. Yeah, I mean, that's, if you're watching the stream, you saw it. You saw him lower his shoulder. Now, the argument you could make is it's not a catchable ball. but our angle doesn't allow. I don't know. And maybe that's why the flag was late, because the official's trying to decide, is it a catchable ball? That's a good call. You cannot do that. And look, I think a lot of you that watch and follow our broadcast on here, I'm not just saying that because that penalty favors the Space Coast Tar Heels. I would say it the other way. You just cannot do that. 1st and 10, Rivers from the shotgun. Throws. Nice play by Spoonhour. Spoonhour will pick up 18 yards and a first down. Robert Spoonhour out of Methodist University, went to Harmony High School. So the chains are moving. So is the clock. Now under 7 minutes to go, 6:59 to play here.
I'm lining up in that I formation.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not sure why the ball is still in the air, but okay. As long as you complete the passes, you're not stopping the clock. But I think I would be handing off. 6:37 to go. Vince Lombardi said 3 things can happen when you put the ball in the air. 2 of them are bad. There's a little pass out to the flat, and that goes nowhere. Finally brought down. Let's see where they mark forward progress, if he had any at all. That's going to be, who is that? Number 80? Yeah, number 80 for Space Coast is Luke Daniel Rivera Torres out of Antilles High School in Orlando, 5'9", 185 pounds. 6:0, now under 6 minutes to go here.
All right, look, I'm all for putting a little sauce on a swing pass like that. But when you're about to get tackled by 3 guys, just
fall down. But look, and in all fairness to Rivera Torres, he doesn't get his hands on the ball a lot. So you want to make a play, and I get it, especially when, we talked about this being a release for the guys. You want to try to make a play, and I certainly understand that. But the smart football play is to fall down. Rivers from the shotgun. Guess who? This time Rivers just lets it go. Spoonhour, just not enough from Spoonhour. Spoonhour and number 33 jostling around. That's Christopher Valley.
Spoonhour trying to say, hey, I thought he picked the ball off. I was just kind of...
Pressure applied once again by Javon Johnson, who's had a great night defensively for the Dunedin Pirates. There it is. I said it. I only did it 3 times tonight for the Dunedin Pirates. .5:20 to play. The clock is now stopped because of the incomplete pass, and that's what Caleb and I were talking about. Yep. Yep. Third down. And you know what? These guys don't practice a lot during the whole week, and you're up by 16, so this may be their opportunity to work some things out too. Out into the flat for, I believe that's Dedrick Witherspoon. Nope, check that. That's Giovanni King out of Osceola. Giovanni King out of Osceola High School. That's going to bring up 4th down and 14, and Rick Rivers will take his helmet off and walk off the field as the Tar Heels will now punt with 5:17 to play. Look, 23-7. They can get a score here, a quick one. They need it quick. They got to get into the end zone before the 2-minute warning. Space Coast only has 1 timeout left. Not sure you're going to see the fake punt again, but you never know. There's a flag. Is that Larry Torchia? That's going back 5 yards. Larry Torchia down on the field. I didn't see Torch before the game tonight. Yeah, I know. And there's the punt. athletic director for Cocoa High School, Mark Karstens. Always good to talk to Coach Karstens. Does an absolutely fantastic job here at Cocoa High School. And I tell you, I think, we know that Cocoa is always going to be good at sports. Okay? They have fantastic athletes, fantastic coaches. But the thing that Coach Karstens is just on cloud nine about is the student athletes GPA. I'm here to tell you it has been amazing what's been done here at Cocoa High School. So congratulations to Coach Karstens and all of the coaches, who have put such an emphasis on raising the GPA level here for the student athletes at Cocoa High School. And you know what? I mean, that's what 321 Sportscast really believes in, the student before the athlete, which is why we always refer to them as student athletes. 1st and 10 now. This is Dallaire in at quarterback, Vital, and down the sidelines with a gain of about 30, and thrown out with a little bit of an extra push, but a good play nonetheless from Dallaire. I would imagine Dallaire is the quarterback that probably has the better arm, I would guess. And that's why we see Dallaire now with 4:53 to go. Not sure who had the reception on that, but he scampered up the sidelines for a gain of about 33. So with 4:40 go, Dallaire getting him down the field, throws. He's got a receiver wide open. I'm not sure why he stopped. He cuts back again, and into the end zone for a done it in touchdown is Rico Holmes. Dallaire to Holmes, 46 yards, 47-yard touchdown. And we've got a game with 4:29 to play. Wow. Holy cow. That's all it takes. Caleb, they've got to go for 2 here. That makes it 23-15 and puts the game within 8. Now, we get back to talking about why aren't you running the football? Goodness gracious. Now you got to try to get yards and make yards here because you can't give the ball back to them. 4:29-23. This is a crucial 2-point conversion for Dunedin. The Dunedin Pirates need this to get to within a score. Otherwise, this is the game. Throws, deflected, incomplete. Big deflection at the line of scrimmage by Travis Lindsay out of St. Pete High School. Travis Lindsay for the Space Coast Tar Heels really ends the threat. Wow. I'd like to welcome Gina Liberto back in. Dat Boy D. Kevin Garnett, you not there. Getting down to the nitty-gritty here with 4:29 to play on Sunday Night Football here on 3-2-1, or Saturday Night Football. Thank you, Caleb, for that awkward stare. Saturday Night Football here on 3-2-1 Sportscast. 4:29 to go. 23-13. The lead is 10, which means it's still 2 scores. And they're going to onside kick this. You better believe that. They nearly had a successful one on a surprise onside kick to start the second half. This is no surprise. I'm not sure what that was, but it's recovered. That'll be 1st and 10 for the Tar Heels with 4:29 to play. Ball on the Dunedin 43-yard line.
On this first down, even though you need to make yards, I'm still running the football. At least
Yeah, please turn and hand the ball off. That last drive. No pass or no runs. Now look, they completed a bunch of passes. I get it, but they still had 4 incompletions, which led to the clock being unnecessarily stopped 4 times.
seconds you left.
That's 40 seconds, and they scored 2 plays into their possession with a 46-yard touchdown pass. So, come on, guys.
But we're up here.
$4:29 to play. All right, we'll see what happens here. Rivers in the shotgun. He's got it back to his left. That's offsides. Good performance tonight. I'm going to give our 321 Sportscast Carlson's Custom Tee and Trophy Shop Player of the Game, should this outcome stay this way, to quarterback Matt Parsons, who has factored into all 3 of the Space Coast Tar Heels touchdowns tonight. And there you go. There's a run. That is number 32, Cameron Harris on the carry. Cameron out of Astronaut High School. He had about 170 yards passing tonight, 2 touchdown passes. Parsons with a 21-yard strike to Jimmy Kelly to start the scoring. Then he had a 26-yard touchdown pass to Cam Stroud, and he had a quarterback keeper for a 1-yard keeper. So he's factored in all 3 of the touchdowns tonight for Space Coast. Larry Torchia, the win will give the Tar Heels their second consecutive and second win of the season, and will put them in a tie for 3rd place in the Central Division with these Dunedin Pirates, and obviously would own the tie break over Dunedin as a result of the head-to-head. And coming into tonight, we had talked about, how many points scored per game. The Tar Heels are averaging 24 points allowed per game. So far, 9 points, under that total. And for in terms of what their offense has done this year, they've been averaging about 18 points a game, and they're 5 points over that margin. So good job for Coach Mark Lucas, Steve Rodriguez, David Dye, and the guys tonight, as it does appear with 4:17 to play that they will get out of here with their second win of the year. It is 2nd and 6. Rick Rivers will keep it himself. Rivers steps out. Don't want to get out of bounds. You don't want to do that. Rivers stays in bounds. And again, we were talking about Rick Rivers and what he did as a player here at Cocoa High School, getting that big block on that extra point in one of those state championship games back in 08, 09, or 10. I'm not sure which one it was. But that was a ferocious Cocoa Tiger defense that he was a part of. So that's going to be 3rd and 5, I guess, or 3rd and torch. Clock's going. Play clock starts. So it's going to be 3rd and 1 now. And Parsons, is that Parsons or Rivers? That's Rivers still in the game. Rick Rivers took over for Matt Parsons in the 3rd quarter. He's done a great job here tonight. Rivers takes the snap, 2 steps. He's on the run. He's got room to run. He's just going to take this himself. He's at the 20. And for some reason goes out of bounds. 3:06 to play, and the clock will stop. But the ball is now inside of the 9-round red zone. Caleb, if we can get 9-round up on the screen there. And once again, a big shout out to the Shipmans, the captain, the Amazon, Patricia, and Brian, thank you so much. They are going to donate 10% of all new memberships in the month of March to the Brevard Athletic Scholarship Fund. And we, Tracy Rahoum and myself just couldn't be more thrilled at that very generous donation. So if you're looking for the gym or for a different type of a workout, 9-round, located at 4100 North Wickham Road. The number's on the screen. Give them a call. Shaka, all the great staff over there, be sure to help. Get that free one. Rivers under pressure. Rivers just going to swallow this one. He'll go down. 3 minutes to go. He'll lose about 6. So we're going to get a timeout, and that timeout should be taken by, I hope, Dunedin. What about that athletic scholarship fund that 9-round is so generously donating 10% of all new memberships to in the month of March? Well, Tracy Rayum, myself, 321 Sportscast, Caleb, Jeff Osler, and those before us, Gina Libertos, the Graham McGowans. You know, our mission and goal when 321 Sportscast was launched was to, you know, we wanted to eventually put ourselves in a position to be able to give back to the community. Well, nearly a year later, we think we find ourselves in that position. We think our platform and our resources are just far more meaning than just broadcasting and covering sports. So these $10,000, $2,500 scholarships, they're not going to go to the 4- and 5-star recruits. They're going to go to the players, girls and boys, that need that little something, that little extra. Nice little screen pass to Harris, and Harris gets back to the line of scrimmage. He'll be brought down. Actually, that's Spoonhour. Or was it? It was Harris. Actually, it was Harris. So there's the third and final timeout for Dunedin.
Credit to number 33, who held the belt of Spoonhour and didn't allow him to get any more yardage, because that could have been a very destructive play.
Yeah. Mark Lucas telling his team, hold on to the football. And they have no more timeouts left. So if we can somehow pick up a first down, it should be victory formation and 3 or 4 knees. Rick Rivers, Cam Harris. Rick Rivers is in the shotgun. Cam Harris out of Astronaut High School right there with him. 2:45 to go in the game. Rivers throwing the ball. Throws. Incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. So we'll see Eddie Gonzalez, I think. They're going to try a field goal here? No, we're going to see. Is that Matt Parsons coming back in the game? No, it's Michael Colby, a wide receiver, 6'6" wide receiver. So what does Mark Lucas and Steve Rodriguez have up their sleeve on 4th and 13? They are in punt formation. Or, no, they're not. That's Rivers. Good. They're going to go for this. I'm going to just take a wild guess and say they're going to throw here. Rivers with a receiver. Ball short, incomplete. Turnover on downs with 2:35 to go here in the game. So as not a huge bright light for Dunedin, but a light of hope still left for the Pirates. Anytime they're down just 10 points. So the last possession they had, they scored 2 plays in. So if they do that here, well, we're going to set up for another onside kick. So it's going to be 1st and 10. And the ball is going to be at the 24-yard line, 23-yard line. 2:35 to go. And the quarterback, of course, should still be Dallaire, and it is. Tim Dallaire, 6 foot, 175-pound signal caller out of Dakota College. Dallaire sends Goodlow in motion. Throws across the middle. Good pass. They're going to have to hurry to get back to the line of scrimmage. Daquan Bryant, who was actually behind him, Bryant hauls it in. No timeouts remaining for Dunedin. Dallaire drops back. He rolls to his right, throws for some reason, turns back inside. That clock should still be rolling. They got to wind that. That should take us to the 2-minute warning. And the 2-minute warning is all that's left between the Space Coast Tar Heels and their second consecutive victory. We're going to step away and hear from 9 Round, and Tracy Rayum and myself will be back for the final 2 minutes of this one. 23-13 Tar Heels on top. The fastest 2-minute warning in the history of football right there. And I, for one, am grateful. It's a little chilly. Larry Torchia has it rolling. Offsides. Free play. Whistles blow. Dallaire says, what's the deal?
That's a Fortnite dance, is what that is.
Is that what that is? I wouldn't know that, to be honest with you. So it should be 1st and 5 now with $1:57 to go here in the game. He blew it dead, so I don't know what will happen here. Now look for that same exact play here down the right side. I'd go right. I don't understand why they're not going right back to it. They're going to go to it, but on the left. Keep your eye on the left-hand side, the upper side of the screen. They're going back down that left sideline if Dallaire's got time. Little bubble screen. I'm not sure what this. Good play there, but I think you need to get the ball down the field a little bit. So Alexander Jennings on the catch. He actually picks up just 1 yard. So that'll be 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4 maybe. Dallaire back to the line of scrimmage, 1:30 to go here. Tick-tock, clock not in their favor. Throws, caught, in the seam, still on his feet, down to the 20-yard line. Is number 27 with a good catch there. That's Daniel Kramer, 6'5", 195 out of Palm Harbor University High School. 1:19 to go. Tar Heels tired right now. Dallaire wants to get in the end zone. Drops back. He's being chased. Throws. Incomplete. Sylvester Easton was on Dallaire's heels. 1:02 to play. 23-13. Tar Heels 1 minute, 2 seconds away from their second consecutive victory. After starting the season 0-3, they will now be 2-3 and in 3rd place in the FFA Florida Central Division. Here's the snap. Clock winds. Dallaire looking, all kind. Across the middle. Oh! I thought it was picked. With an opportunity for his second interception. Would have been Actually, that's James Moore on that one. The other reception went to Letman, Josh Letman. 57 seconds, 3rd and 10 for Dunedin. I was like, ugh. Dallaire gets the play. 57 seconds here. And that's going to be a personal foul penalty against Dunedin's head coach. It's either a sideline warning or a personal foul penalty. Giving him, they're in the ear of the side judge over there. Torch is going to come over and let him know. I don't take that. My crew doesn't take that. Here comes Torch to let us know what happened. They're going back 15 yards. Unsportsmanlike conduct. That's on the coach. The clock should run. It should be a 10-second runoff. 20-second runoff. So there should be 37 seconds to go. Forty-seven seconds to go. 10-second runoff. Dallaire drops back, steps up, got a receiver, throws, intercepted this time, and that'll do it. As I don't have a 33. Do not have a 33. Could be Anthony Knowles. My apologies, but I do not have a 33. But that will end it with 37 seconds to go. The interception ends the game. Who is that? I feel bad I can't give him his due. But the second pick of the night will ice this one literally with the temperatures. It's 23-13, and we should, let me reiterate, should be in victory formation. Good football game, Caleb. And that's indeed what we have. Victory formation. Our 321 Sportscast. Carlson's Custom Tee and Trophy Shop player of the game. Space Coast Tar Heel quarterback Matt Parsons, who factored in all 3 Tar Heel touchdowns, and he did so in just a half a play. A 21 and a 26-yard touchdowns to Jimmy Kelly and Cam Stroud, respectively. Once again, we'd like to thank all of our great sponsors. Please don't forget to contribute to the Brevard County Athletic Fund Scholarship Program. Boy, you can make a big difference in the lives of our student athletes. So for all of our great sponsors, your final score once again from Richard Dick Blake Stadium on the campus of Cocoa High School. The Space Coast Tar Heels 23. The Dunedin Pirates 13. Have a great night, everybody.